Alô, alô. Cara, cheguei quase
Black Desert
atrasado.
still has many things
Deixa eu
that
diminuir o
need to be
volume desse
changed,
careca
but
aqui pra
things have
vocês.
changed a lot compared to our beginnings.
Deixa eu
There was
diminuir
a
o volume do
time when
careca aqui.
that required
Eu cheguei quase atrasado hoje, rapaziada. Ah, Gratuca Lanches pra variar, treta atrás de treta, faltou motoboy, aí falta motoboy, entrega atrasa, cliente reclama da treta,
experience more
atraso na hora de sair, mas eu cheguei. Eles ainda estão fazendo as apresentações iniciais aqui, então não perdi nada de importante do banquete de Calpheon. Eu vou fazer a reação ao vivo aqui, abrir até um bloco de notas para ir anotando os pontos principais que eles vão falar.
but so many changes have occurred.
Até agora eles só tá fazendo aquele discursinho inicial. Eu trouxe inclusive aqui o meu banquete de Calpheon.
Storage movement became easier.
E
Silverweight was removed.
um x-egg sem ovo,
Were added, which
indo do Gratuca Lanches, pão brioche,
result in
alface americano, tomate, pepino sunomono, um ovo estalado e um hambúrguer de carne 130 gramas. Até hoje eu não sei o que é um ovo estalado, mas é bom pra caramba.
9 years
Meu Gratuca Lanches.
non-stop.
E é claro, para completar,
Every single day and week, we are creating, fixing, and trying new things. Life is said
uma coquinha zero para ficar no shape, é claro.
and the same thing can be said for game development and
Aí vamos começar o banquete de Calpheon aqui. Deixa eu aumentar o volume de
found
novo.
this far.
Eu quero ouvir
thinking
esse
that
maluco.
we were going to in a straight line. But when looking back, it's always been full of twists and turns. So from now on, Black Desert is going to change even more. We're going to look back at where we've come from and consider what path is next. And with your thoughts, we will take the next steps alongside our adventurers. Change is always
Eu nem mudei o
frightening.
título da live.
Sometimes it's hard to accept what is necessary, or hard to decide if you should follow your head or your heart. Change does not always lead to desirable outcomes, and it comes with a fear of irreversible consequences. Because of this, we have acted cautiously, making minimal changes, but it seems that a lot of things have piled up. And now is the time to face those fears and make that change. Today, with the support of
Coloca a
all
câmera em
those
cima,
watching
Panela, pra ver
and
as
the passion
legendas.
of those who have always enjoyed our
Ah,
game,
verdade.
we aim to take a step toward change and
Deixa eu
overcome
me
our
diminuir um
fears.
pouco.
Of course, this change can't happen all at once. We've prepared now how to approach the change step by step, and some things will be improved while others will be streamlined. I brought the 2024 patch notes with me today so that we can review the past and prepare for the future changes. The 2024 patch notes are on the screen now.
Ele está roubando meu conteúdo. Ele está fazendo uma leitura de
Before we
patch
dive into
note.
the details, here's the analysis
Ele
to give you a
literalmente
quick
puxou um
rundown
patch note,
of
velho.
what we've got to share.
One moment, and I think
Fala mais baixo, eu esqueci que a gente é de madrugada.
going over like travel improvement, like Magnus,
Right.
and then you can go right into things.
On screen, you can see our 2024 patch notes. And let's start with a brief overview. Let's start with the means of travel found in the world of Black Desert. The Magnus brought upon significant changes, but we will introduce
Obrigado pelo sub,
the
macho.
teleport function
Fala
to make
baixo.
it easier to get the content such as Black Shrine and Ataraxion. Our objective is to enhance convenience and minimize unnecessary routes when moving around the world to utilize content. And moving on to item simplification. Up until now, we've been constantly adding new items, and it seems like it's about time for some reductions. We plan to simplify
Já
items
tá na hora mesmo.
such as enhancement materials,
Diminui a
many
quantidade de
varieties,
item do
such
jogo.
as Blackstones, gathered materials, event seals, and so on. Our hope is to purge any clutter from our inventories and to make your adventures much more enjoyable and immersive experience.
Cara, ele tem que muito
Moving on
diminuir a
to
quantidade de
the
equipamento no
updates on
jogo.
contents. First off, we plan to improve the income from monster zones, enhance the quality of the Olekita zones, and add the Dekia monster zones to Valencia. Also, in addition to monster zones, to obtain the best gear,
Valência Dekia. E melhorar o grind. Bora
also in addition
grindar,
to monster
rapaziada.
zones, to obtain the best gear, like the Bereka accessories, the Altar of Blood, and the Black Shrine will be remastered, including some more challenging elements. Overall, we'll be refining the existing content to make it more enjoyable and to overall improve the
Dragão
quality
Dekia.
and flow of the game.
Devoreka vai dropar dos boss da Terra do Amanhecer e eles vão refazer o altar de sangue.
The guild history system allows you to understand the history of guild, and its members will also be enhanced. And we plan to implement a new system to support the growth of new guild members. We're going to focus on enhancing guild content overall to really encourage strong bonds between guild members. Next up are quests. Content across the world of Black Desert is deeply interlinked. We will add a feature that allows you to easily search for quests. We'll also add a separate system for important quests such as the guaranteed pen accessory and gear quests to be more intuitive. We will also share news on the remake for the Serendia main questline.
Remake das quests, muito bom. Nada absurdo, mas muito bom.
And that's a brief overview of the patch notes we saw. We've prepared a lot more, so let's take our time and look at them together. The first topic we'll cover is travel.
Tira a
As you play
load
Black
do
Desert,
Magnus.
you inevitably end up traveling all across the Black Desert world. You can run on foot or ride a horse, but I think one of the most essential ones is the Magnus.
Okay, starting off with the Magnus, it's a system that introduced a concept of teleportation that didn't exist in the Black Desert world until now. Many adventurers are now using it. But there's one thing that's annoying. Currently,
Tela de
traversing
load.
the veins of the Magnus
Muito
requires
load.
multiple loading screens.
Tira a tela de load, por favor.
Hold.
Mano, se eles fizeram um negócio sem nenhuma tela de load,
And so we've been cooking something to address
cozinhando.
this. Let's take a look.
Se eles fizerem um Magnus sem tela de load, é o BDO2,
So,
velho.
Wuju has prepared a new gift for everyone who completed the main quest line of the Magnus. If you go near a well and call Wuju, Wuju will present a special map.
You can see how the Korean audience is clapping for it. I think everyone can agree that's
Let him cook.
let him cook.
Let him cook.
Cooking.
You can then select a destination and enter the Magnus, which will bring you directly to your selected destination. As you can probably tell from what's on the screen, you'll soon be able to use the Magnus to go to Ulakita.
Besides the Magnus, there's also travel for certain content. One example is the Black Shrine, as you see.
Obrigado, agora eu vou fazer o boss do santuário.
Currently, you need to first travel to the Land of the Morning Light, and then travel to each boss to play the Black Shrine. We'll also be
Obrigado,
simplifying
obrigado.
travel to the Black Shrine to be similar to Battle Arena.
Ooh, nice.
On screen, you can see the Black Shrine UI for the teleportation. As you can see, we're adding the ability to instantly teleport. For example, if you select Sangun, you'll be immediately brought to his location and fight the boss.
Eu nem tô com o BDO
After the
aberto.
fight,
A
you'll be
galera
moved
tá
back
em
to your
Calpheon
original
ainda?
location. And since we're talking about the Black Shrine, we're also working on improving the retry feature in the Black Shrine to instantly restart the boss fight.
Tá. Teleporte pro boss da Terra do Amanhecer e você vai poder dar retry e começar instantâneo, sem
Okay, we're
precisar
also
ficar
improving
teleportando.
Ataraxian in
Muito
a
bom.
similar fashion to Black Shrine. Like the Black Shrine, we're adding a unique UI that will display
Mano,
each
se
region
tiver
and
Pathfinder
boss info.
facinho ali, velho, nossa senhora. Dungeon com só clicar ali.
This will allow you
Chegou a
to
modernidade no
internet
BDO.
access Ataraxian from anywhere.
Chegou o BDO 2. Não, travou.
You can be brought back to your original location whenever. And we hope this new UI and ability to go back and forth from anywhere will let more adventurers enjoy Ataraxian.
As dungeons é um conteúdo que eu nunca fiz,
Then you
mano.
probably can't forget the
Dia eu
bane
vou
of
fazer
doom
isso aí.
in returning adventurers, the Great Desert. The desert is a place infamous for being difficult to navigate. Even with a compass, you're not able to ping a place on the world map, making it not easy to reach your desired
Vão
destination.
inutilizar o unicórnio. Vão inutilizar o unicórnio.
When we first created the desert, we wanted to make it feel like a real desert, with sweltering daytime, chilling nights, and seemingly endless dunes of sands. Since then, a lot of time has passed, so we think it's time for some changes.
Nossa, imagina se eles diminuíram o deserto. Virou BDO
Now,
2.
as long as you have a compass on you, you'll be able to ping a location on the map.
Tá. E aí? Se tiver uma bússola, vai poder dar ping? Que mais?
That's nice.
You'll even have
That's
auto
big.
navigation.
É isso? Ah,
I think this will
velho.
make quest navigation much easier and will be especially useful during Node and Conquest Wars.
Ah, mano. Eu achei que ia ser mais do que isso. Decepcionado. Ah, melhor do
There's
que
also
nada.
another place that's similar to the Great Desert, and that's the Great Ocean. Like the desert, the Great Ocean will also be changed the same way by allowing navigation with a compass. This will hopefully make the lives of bartering ship captains easier and make ocean content more approachable for new adventurers sailing for the first time.
A bússola vai ser bufada. Agora você vai poder pingar
Also,
quando você
there are
tiver com a
currently no
bússola.
trade goods markers in Magoria Star region, while this minor, we were adding trade good markers in the Magoria Star region.
E vai ter permuta em Margória. Tomara que dê bastante dinheiro, né? Porque Margória é
With
longe.
travel in the desert becoming easier, we'd also like to apply this to the reason why many adventurers venture into the desert in the first place. I'm sure many of you already know, but it's AQUI and Histria.
É, os únicos dois spots
For
que servem.
adventurers scouring the deserts for AQUI and Histria, we're improving the means of entering them. Now,
Opa.
both zones will have designated entrances, allowing you to enter them directly.
Não vai mais precisar
Alongside this, the quest
achar
needed
portal.
in order to discern AQUI and Histria portals will be removed, so that they can be differentiated even without them.
E aí, Dunsler?
That's nice.
Boa noite, boa
You
noite.
see on screen right now.
Yeah. You needed the quest for
Já
that
fiz o
one.
meu banquete aqui. 20 minutos eu já fiz o meu banquete.
The goal is just
Oh,
make everyone
talvez vão reviver o
Yeah.
deserto agora,
And just a
entrando...
reminder, chat, we're currently on
deck,
travel
yeah.
right now regarding
And then
the
I think
content.
we're going back to
Yeah.
Dream Horses.
I think you agree that horses are probably the most important means of travel in the world of Black Desert. In the last Hider Ball, we gave all adventurers a dream horse. And while we had been anticipating appreciation, we were amazed by how much more we received than expected. And it made us think, maybe we should give it by default.
Oh.
So from now on, all adventurers who step into the world of Black Desert will be able to get a dream horse.
Oh, that's pretty high.
Okay.
Vai ter que ter alguma questzinha, mano. Não pode ser de graça.
Oh.
Big.
Oh, look at chat.
Check.
Ah, travou. Meu Deus, que navegador merda. Navegador horroroso travou, mano. Cara, no meio do negócio. Ainda vou tomar um ad, quer ver? O que eu perdi, mano?
We're in the
I think,
future.
next.
That covers everything we have for travel. We'll of course continue to look into improvements to
Eu
reduce
perdi
the
alguma
necessary
coisa,
travel.
mano, mas pelo jeito vai ser
As the
T9
Black Desert world
gratuito.
continues to grow larger and larger with more and more content.
O
we
povo
also
tá
want to
falando
make sure
T10
our game
gratuito no
evolves,
chat.
so our adventurers can focus on enjoying the content and spend less time traveling to it.
I think everyone can agree on that.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Like, the world grows bigger. Yeah. Okay, so like we said, that was the section of travel, guys.
Oh, and I think we're moving on to
Yes.
item.
Yes, so item unification and simplification. So that's kind of the next topic. These are just going topic by topic, by the way, chat. So if you're waiting for different contents, just
Vamos ver se eles vão tirar os Gurunil do jogo,
Okay,
velho.
so first we'll be unifying Blackstones.
Ok, unificar
We
Blackstone.
think most would agree items are one of the big sources of clutter in the game.
Unificar
Optimally,
Blackstone já é
whenever we add new
já é
items,
win.
we should also be unifying and cleaning up old
BDO
items.
2.
But so far, we've been mostly just been adding more, and we want to change that. Let's take a look at an example.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot, right?
That's a lot.
And it needs to be unified, Nox.
Mano,
That's
se
why-
eles conseguirem transformar todas as
And
Blackstone do
that's
jogo
why
numa só,
all
é o
Blackstones will
BDO
be
2.
consolidated, leaving only the bare minimum that is required.
Or you just saw the Blackstones merge.
Most Blackstones will be part of this consolidation, with weapon and armor Blackstones
Ainda
being
vai ficar
unified,
muito, velho.
as shown on the screen. Many special Blackstones will be removed and replaced with just regular Blackstones. And sharp and hard black crystal shards will also be merged. And sea content Blackstones will be unified into a single sea content one. Additionally,
Ok.
season enhancement materials will be consolidated into time-filled Blackstones. Unfortunately, as we created different Blackstones for different content, it grew more and more. And this is quite complex. So we'll do our best to consolidate and organize Blackstone items as soon as we can, so you don't have to keep track of so many different ones.
Obrigado,
Next up,
Jota. Obrigado. BDO 2.
primary materials, which we plan to simplify. Let's take a look.
E aí, Catunga?
The variety of materials does give a sense of realism, but it also adds another layer of complexity in gameplay. So we want to simplify things by reducing the variety. We're going to try to unify these materials by type, while trying to preserve the sense of realism as much as possible, such as consolidating the items that can be used interchangeably and changing items.
Cara, isso aí tem
in order to
potencial de cagar muita coisa na life skill do
example,
jogo, mano.
Our many
Eu não
types
gosto
of fruits
tanto
and
dessa-
trace items will respectively
dessa
be
atualização.
unified into single items.
Isso pode cagar muita coisa na life skill do jogo,
And a little
velho.
different to them,
Cadê o Guru? O Guru deve estar tremendo nesse exato
Meant to
momento.
also be unifying traces.
Traces too. Okay.
Ok, fruto, traço, madeira, isso vai cagar muita coisa.
within the same group, the icons will be changed to intuitively
Sangue.
differentiate their uses. In this way, we're simplifying the primary ingredients as well
Tá,
as
não
the
é tão ruim,
secondary
não é tão
and
ruim.
tertiary ingredients while keeping the special ingredients that are iconic and meaningful.
No sangue não foi tão ruim, eles só
You can see
unificaram o
right
sangue
on
do
the,
mesmo tipo.
Presentation above, you can see how all the icons are being unified into nice.
So these are all the
These are
different blood
bloods,
types.
yes, bloods.
It's just going to be types of blood rather than what animal is from or monster.
Then, yes, I think we can move on to the early days.
In the early days of Black Desert, we wanted to bring as much common sense and imagination into the game as we could, so that adventurers could think. This is the same meet, so it should work. And then they would try it. That's what we're trying to do, but feel like we've gone too far with trying to differentiate all the materials. We will try to keep improving the game's materials to be more intuitive and to improve the barrier to entry by reducing the complexity while maintaining the significance and value behind them as much as possible.
BDO Classic. Oh, não ironicamente eu jogaria BDO Classic e amassaria,
It's a
fi.
one to try and like keep that feeling that we always had. But anyway.
Oh.
Next, we're getting rid of seed grades, normal, high quality, and special, since these tiers are only really meaningful when growing new crops. So here you are, see the image.
Ok.
Instead,
Simplificando o
crops will
cultivo.
be classified as normal,
Até agora eu tô
high
dormindo com as
quality,
notícias de Life
or
Skill.
special upon harvest. This will reduce the types of seeds by a third and make it easier to obtain seeds. It will also remove the time it takes to make seeds go from normal to higher grade. Magical seeds will also be changed in the same way.
Life Skill, Life Skill, Life Skill.
I think I'll need
On
to
the-
let Jay catch up.
Oh, he's mentioning about stacking seeds.
Okay, so never mind.
Right
He's
above.
gone straight ahead.
Yes.
Ah, vai dar pra
So
estacar
yes,
semente.
you'll
Life
also be able to
Skill,
stack
Life Skill.
your seeds in your inventory.
Let's go.
Surprise!
This will take some time, as this is not something possible by changing our current inventory system, but something that requires the development of a new one, but will definitely work to implement and this improvement.
Yeah, basically, it's just something that it's not a simple change to our current inventory system, but
Yes.
requires some new features that we need to cook up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It affects different like systems, and that's why it needs
Party
to be.
elixirs.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at party elixirs. Crafting party
Você não vai
elixirs
inutilizar minha
without
fada,
skill
né?
is something that takes too much time. So party elixirs will be consolidated into general elixirs. Now,
Nice.
general elixirs will
Cadê os
apply to the
subs aqui pra
entire
mandar
party
emote no
and
chat?
last 10 minutes for green and 50 minutes for blue grade.
Okay.
Não dá pra mandar emote?
That's
We
a
know
W.
many adventurers also want some
F.
sort of simplification.
Ah, é porque eu
of
não tô na
elixirs.
minha conta, né? Eu também sou
But we
burro.
want to try it to simplify the crafting prerequisites and see how it is first.
Yeah, taking the time to make them was so long.
We're also considering ways to simplify the variety of elixirs into 3 to 4, but unfortunately, we'll first simplify the normal elixirs this time around.
It was 10 for green chat and 15 for blue. So like the normal non-party.
Very mad.
The party will kind of disappear, and it will just be dragged into the normal ones. So just to clarify that, chat.
Oh, and we're moving on to crystals.
Okay, so we're also simplifying crystals. Since we released Black Desert, we've been adding new crystals here and there, but some of them are not well organized. First of all, there are a lot of different types, so we want to tackle the complexity. So we'll show an image fairly soon. And we'll first start with consolidating all the crystals with no or minimal uses while trying to manage higher tier crystals in their current state. However, there are low tier crystals such as infinity crystals that still have uses. So for these cases, we'll try to make sure these get changed in a way that these uses are not ignored. And for adventurers who are using low tier crystals, we'll look into ways that you can get a box of similar high tier crystals so you can replace those said crystals. Okay. As for life and vital crystals, currently differentiated by the different life skills, will be merged so you can use them for the same effect regardless of what life skill type, whether you want to focus on EXP or mastery.
O sistema de cristal todo é uma bagunça, mas pelo menos estão tentando simplificar
going
ele.
on
A lot
right
of
now.
unification right now.
So many items.
And we're moving on to life skill or life skill unification.
Okay, so yes, this,
Oh, never mind. Oh, quest items.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
sorry.
Quest items. Items left over in your inventory from quest will be minimized. We'll be setting a rule so that unneeded quest items will be auto-removed after the quest is completed.
Ok. Aqueles itens inúteis de Odilita, mano. Nossa, Odilita você enche o inventário inteiro só de merda.
Edict you get from Land of the Morning Light or Atraxia's Hourglass. While there are adventurers who keep them as keepsakes, there are also some who are confused about whether or not to keep them or throw them away. To minimize this confusion, we'll add a tooltip description marking quest items that can be sold to NPC shops for silver. We'll make sure you won't have to worry about whether these items will be used elsewhere.
Nice.
I think I went a bit ahead.
But yes, so just to remind the chat, we will be creating a recap video as well for anyone that's missed it or is a little bit unsure. We got you. Okay.
Vamos lá.
Just mentioning how like
Cadê o PVP?
for
Fala
long-term
de
veterans
PVP.
of
Eu vou
Black Desert, there's a lot
dormir.
of
Chega de
well,
life
this is
skill.
like how it's always
Olha
been
lá o
for
hamburgão da
players.
rapaziada.
It's something that
Yeah. Yeah, true.
O Caratuca Lanches.
Always strive to make it
event
simpler.
items.
Okay, so for event seals, will be transformed from items into a system format in the future. You'll be able to check your event seals in a dedicated, separate UI and immediately exchange them right away. Which is pretty nice, I like that.
Beleza,
So many
beleza.
different
Remoção do OTC será
While
confirmada.
we'll
Tem que
try
ser
to
confirmada,
gradually
mano.
lower the number of these kind of seals
Tem que
in
colocar
our
o sistema
updates
novo aí.
due to how
No novo
each seal
sistema, para
item
abrir PK,
has
você tem
different
que
purposes and rewards.
desinstalar o jogo e entrar no Albion.
It's a
Aí você
bit
consegue abrir
difficult to
PK.
just remove them. So, we'll be changing them to a kind of intangible item. Let's get a visual look soon, once Jay's caught up.
That's fine.
It's fine.
You actually kind of
We're
there we go.
Yeah, here we go. So here's like a nice little look. This is quite nice actually. I like that. No longer cluttering your storages and inventory. As shown on the screen, event seals will no longer be in your inventory and go to a separate UI instead, where you can exchange them for rewards directly in this UI without having to go
Se
somewhere
conseguir abrir
specific.
PK no BDO,
No
teus
longer
itens dropa
will
tudo
need to
igual
go
no
to
Albion.
Chicago
Farma
for
pra
this
quê?
type of seal, or Eagle for another type. That's pretty nice.
it's like
that.
one place.
Traz a coisa
All your
boa.
events.
Cadê o macaco? Cadê o Gunner? Cadê
That's a
o...
W.
Traz as coisas boas logo, Jota.
I think the most important thing is like with this UI, your
Yeah.
inventory is nice and clean. And,
Exactly.
much,
Nice and squeaky clean. Yep. It's pretty nice.
Cadê
I
o
think I have
macaco?
literally one storage just full of events.
Necromancer. Ninguém gosta de Necromancer, velho.
oh, and there seems to be other items.
Okay.
And beyond this, we'll also start consolidating and removing items that are useless or become meaningless, such as low-grade life tools, certain accessories, etc.
Right.
If we use a low-grade life tool, such as a hoe, as an example. We're waiting for the hoe image.
Don't do it, Twitch
Okay.
chat.
You can see there are a lot of
Nerf
different types
Dekatsuki.
of one life tool.
The
We will be removing all
Dekatsuki is
unnecessary
bad.
ones, such as the bronze hoe.
Yeah.
As mentioned, the magical hoe.
The result will be that just magical hoe will remain unified under one name as a plain hoe.
Twitch chat, please.
Magical is
Não vai ter mais side roll, vai
Of course,
ter... Ai,
items
ai.
for mastery, such as Logia, Doste, and Mana's life tools, remain unchanged.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's mainly just the ones that unused or
Yeah. Okay, so life skills will also be receiving a major change. By June next year, we'll be merging all life skill levels on a family basis, chat. This is
Ok.
big. This
Todos
is
os personagens
big.
da família vão ter o
We
mesmo
know
nível de
there are
life
some
skill.
adventurers who have placed
Ok, isso é
various characters
interessante,
around
mano.
the world at
Significa que eu vou poder
various
fazer
gathering
caça com o meu
spots and
Striker?
felt a bit bad missing out
Finalmente.
on the unshared gathering levels. And for some
Eu
adventurers
vou poder
who
fazer
focus
caça com
all
meu
their life
striker,
skills on
mudar e
one
fazer alquimia com a
character,
Shai.
traveling around to
Oh,
do
isso vai
them
ser
was
top,
also
viu?
something a bit inconvenient.
Não, isso aí é
So
bom
we
pro
hope
Guru,
to
pô.
address these kinds of inconveniences by merging all
Ele
life
vai
skill
poder usar o
levels
Guru
on a
50
family
dele em todos os
basis.
personagens.
And you can kind of see it like as an upgrade to Liana's tool bag. Once you set up the tool bag, you'll be able to use tools within regardless of the character.
E as ferramentas vão ficar numa...
Chat is super.
As ferramentas vão ficar tipo no
Okay.
inventário de
We also
família de
plan
ferramenta.
on implementing the ability to
Nossa,
perform
PVP de life
basic
skill,
gathering
Danzler. Quem
without
coleta
any
mais
tools.
rápido, pega o
We
riflezinho,
apologize
pau,
since we've
pau.
said it before, but it's taken
Aí,
a
ó,
while
tá
to
aí o
develop.
conteúdo.
And also for all, the PvPers out there for like repairing like node forts, you don't need to get levels up on separate
And
characters
something
anymore.
Jahi just mentioned that was interesting as well. Like I know certain players that are certain adventurers who are like Guru level 50, who are just like, hey, what am I supposed to level now?
Yeah.
They're also planning on expanding them apparently. Expanding past Guru
okay.
level.
Vai passar do Guru 50. Agora o Guru infarta, mano.
Okay.
Vai passar do Guru 50.
So I think like the biggest thing is like once you set up your like
Yeah.
tools, it doesn't matter where, it's just you're all ready to go, and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter which character you're, it just everything's
Life
set.
skill, any character,
Yeah.
anywhere.
O Guru em 2058. Finalmente, peguei o Guru 50 em navegação. É o
Yes,
J.
it's,
Agora é
going
Guru
to take some time to
100.
develop.
Yes,
but
it's
they're
quite a big change, chat.
assembly inventory.
And now we get to the assembly inventory. We're also preparing a separate inventory for assembling items. Assembling items is one of the unique systems in Black Desert where you arrange specific items into a shape to create a new one. Similar in
Ok.
feeling to solve a puzzle or following a treasure map.
Ou seja, voltou o meta de ficar spamando pergaminho de pilafé.
Unfortunately, the system does have a layer of inconvenience. One is that you can't assemble items
Não,
by
pergaminho de
using
pilafé
auto-range
é
features.
importante. Faz parte do
Second is
PVP do
that
jogo.
the same type of items cannot be stacked together. It's also difficult to figure out where they are and when you turn off the auto range feature. Once the new assembly inventory is available, you'll be able to open the inventory and see all the items you can add to it, similar to the family inventory,
PVP de
and
mob.
move them in a way you need to arrange them.
That's nice.
Tá, mas e os itens que precisa tipo de umas
Now
joias
you
igual
can
o
put the assembly
bússola?
items in this inventory and combine them, and since it's a separate inventory, you can use it while moving regardless of your item arrangement.
Oh, is that
there
ancient
we go.
relic shards?
They're stacking. Items like Ancient Relic Crystal Shard will also be changed to be stackable in the
Ó a
current
resolução,
inventory. When you need to
144p.
assemble or combine them, you can use the new assembly inventory to make all of them at once if you have multiple.
Oh, let's go.
So no more just
Let's
like
go,
It's a lot of
moving
No
all
more,
the-
no more puzzling.
and then your inventory is full, you need to get new ones.
Banquete não
Okay,
tem
now let's
garantia.
talk about contents. Our first topic is monster zones. And first off, we know our adventurers are very interested in the silver gain of monster gains. If we boil it down,
super
we're planning to
interessado.
adjust monster zones.
Eu quero
so
tanto
that is
grindar
there is
mais.
a higher level of gear required, and the more you'll be rewarded. More gear, more rewards.
Eu quero tanto
let's see
grindar
some
mais.
figures here.
Agora sim, PVE.
The data summarizes the profitability of monster zones that are frequented by many adventurers, divided into the average and maximum profitability. This is based on a 300% item drop rate and does not include Agris Fever. The average income is calculated from adventurers who visit often. The maximum income is based, the Dekia Thornwood Forest is currently the highest earning zone, so it is
Okay.
visited by a lot of adventurers.
Ok.
To match this region concept, Ullakita's top zone will be buffed to match Dekia Thornwood.
Eles têm que
We're
buffar o
also
Low, mano.
preparing to buff the rest of the Dekia zones.
Ok.
Besides
Buff
this,
Dekia, buff de
we'll also be
Luquita.
adjusting silver
Como é
earnings
bom
from
grindar,
zones
eu amo
across the
grindar, eu
board
quero grindar
to
mais.
match the level of
Isso,
gear
Jota, vamos
required
grindar.
for said zones. And if there are zones that are difficult to buff due to balance, for example, Gyphon Russia Underground, we'll adjust the so-called damage soft cap to increase the expected silver earnings. When these adjustments are done, we'll also update the monster zone.
Isso aí,
info
Danzler.
menu
3 da
as
manhã,
well.
acabei do trabalho agora. Tô cansado, minha costa tá doendo.
Additionally,
Ainda tô
we
de
want to
vermelho
change
aqui.
You're getting a little head.
a little head. We're a bit
Pra
too
ver
heavy. It's fine.
buff no
We'll let-
grind
we'll
endgame.
let you
É isso
catch
que a
up
gente
now.
quer ver, mano. A gente quer ver grind endgame.
Okay, yeah.
Esse é o
We'll
conteúdo do
just go over
jogo.
the rewards regarding the soft cap as well, and the adjustments of like those higher tier monster zones that have those soft caps. Okay, so additionally,
Okay.
we want to change the key to monster zones to be a bit more fun, to live up to its namesake of a high-end zone. We wanted to make the experience in the zones more fun. But we
Mais
do have
diversão,
some,
rapaziada.
mistakes.
Diversão no grind. Diversão
Rather
no
than just
grind.
them being harder, we'll try adding new scenes and mechanics to match its status as a
Novas
top
cenas e
monster.
mecânicas.
That's pretty nice.
Yes.
And furthermore, the 4 monster zones in Valencia, Histria Ruins, Ackman, Pilaku, and the Sulphur Mine will be added to Decia's Lantern. Big W.
Oh,
Let's go.
While
Dano
these
na
monster
tela?
zones
Não.
are places
Cenas
where
cinemáticas
treasure
enquanto
items
você
and
grinda em
material
Luquita.
dropped. They were a bit disappointing, even when increasing the silver gain. So we hope to address this by adding them to
Bom,
Decia.
pelo menos vai ter PVP no deserto de novo, né?
That's pretty nice.
Oh, and we're talking about
Alt ser removido, quer ver?
boss scrolls.
Okay, so yeah, simply put, all summon scroll bosses will be poofed away. Just gone. There are a lot of bosses in Black Desert, and so we want to consolidate how they are summoned. All the old boss summon scrolls will be removed, and you can either
Okay.
use the ones you already have, or you'll be able to put them for sale. We'll also take into account any gear or materials that were only available from those bosses to make them
Ah,
more
eles vão tirar os
accessible
boss de
as
pergaminho. E vão colocar o que no lugar?
Right to Black Shrine.
Okay, so the Black Shrine, the Calamity 8, 9, and 10 will be added to Black Shrine. Since defeating the current highest difficulty of Calamity 7 activates a buff, we'll keep that the same. For Calamity
Ok,
8, 9, and
dificuldade-
10, we'll introduce something different.
Até 10. Ok. Deixa eu abrir o
Calamity
scanner.
8, 9, and 10 will be changing them to easy, medium, and hard difficulties, where you purely fight the bosses with your own gear.
Ok.
These bosses will also have a minimum.
Como poder
HP
matar
threshold.
boss com o meu próprio gear que eu grindei
But
pra matar
more
boss?
about that, I think.
It sounds like 300, 310, and 320.
Okay, so yes, 300, 310, 320. You will not be able to deal damage to bosses unless you meet the minimum AP. So, work towards getting your gear to be able to actually get in there.
Ou seja, quem não tiver 320 de AP não vai dar dano nos boss?
And if you overcome these challenging bosses, top tier rewards such as Debaraka accessories will await you.
E vai dropar acessório de Voreca.
Also, preparing more challenging missions. Missions such as defeat the boss without armor, etc. Rather than must have rewards, these will simply be nice to have rewards, like color titles and visual effects on your character.
sounds great.
Ok, vai
I
ter
love it
missão
to say it's
tipo
like,
matar o
nice
boss
to
sem
have rewards. These are
armadura.
big W rewards.
Yeah.
These are the flex.
Vai ter
Yeah,
missões do
flex
tipo
rewards.
matar boss sem
Hiding
armadura
without any,
e você vai ganhar
yeah.
uma incrível recompensa de um título.
And I think we're moving on to the Altar of Blood. The Altar of
Matar o
Blood
boss
will be
pe-
completely
O altar de
remastered.
sangue!
Big
O
W.
altar de sangue, o
Black
altar de
Shrine
sangue!
represents an experience for solo adventurers
O altar de sangue,
who
Danzler!
want to
Altar
revamp
de sangue!
Altar of Blood as a co-op
Mais
experience.
PvE, Danzler!
Okay.
Similar to Black Shrine, the Altar of Blood will have 3 tiers of difficulty.
Nossa, eu lembro fazer altar de sangue com economista e Moratti. Ah, eu vou chorar. Meus
Yeah,
amigos me
for
abandonaram.
easy, he wants it to be something that's like 250 AP, so you can fight alongside like seasoned graduates.
Okay.
Next tier will be 280, and the final being 310.
Justo?
Like before, the Altar of Blood will be a defense type of system. It won't just have monsters pour out, but there will be a variety of mechanics and bosses that will be added to spice things up and add
Ah.
some strategic
O altar
elements.
de sangue já era assim. O que vai
We're
mudar?
also going to make sure that rewards are specific to each stage so that at the highest levels you'll have a chance to get a
O altar de sangue só flopou porque a recompensa do altar de sangue era tipo Grunil, tá ligado?
And if you fail the
E a
challenge,
galera já tava
you'll
fazendo
still
Black
get higher
Star.
rewards than in the previous stage.
Okay.
Basically, if your sheet AP is 310 or higher,
Yeah.
beating the highest difficulty will let you get a chance for the
That's
upper
nice.
sisters, yeah.
And for why we are adding the Baraka accessories to both Black Shrine and Altar of Blood is due to the fact their only availability is by spending a lot of time at certain monster zones.
True, true.
We've always felt that this
Devoreca no altar de sangue e Devoreca no boss da Terra do Amanhecer.
we really wanted to give
No
the
Fora do
highest level
Capado.
adventurers more chances
No-
to
no
get
tier
rewards
7 pra
than
cima.
the Barakas from
Vai ser o
besides
novo.
just staying in certain monster zones for a long time. We'll continue to gradually expand this in a sort of direction.
다른 컨텐츠들도 차차 점점 좀 늘려갈 방향을 좀 잡고 있고요. 그리고 이제
Since we're on the topic of
Since we're on the topic of the Baraka, we plan to remove the materials needed to craft it and make it drop as an accessory only while also increasing the drop rate.
Vou facilitar o Devoreca.
We will also
Obrigado!
apply the same change
Eu já tava quase chegando na parte do jogo que eu teria que grindar Devoreca. O Jota foi lá e me salvou. Obrigado, Jota.
Let's go.
Okay.
W.
so basically they're
Mas o
like dropping the
Devoreca
drop rate
não
top
precisa
six,
nem
but you
baixar,
don't
só
have
de
to
aparecer no mercado já
overall
seria uma
those
vitória.
steps on
Yeah.
crafting,
Also
yeah.
get
Pode
the
ser caro, porque o
Black Shrine,
acessório endgame tem que ser caro, tá ligado?
Yeah.
Mas só de
So the
aparecer
congregate
no...
accessories, dawn earrings,
no mercado já
those
seria uma
accessories as well
vitória.
will be receiving the same kind of
무역이라는
change where
콘텐츠
you'll drop,
때문에 굉장히
and the materials will no longer drop. Yeah.
Right.
모든
Trade.
Okay, so we've made the difficult decision of temporarily removing the trade system.
Ixi,
It's gone. Due to the trading system, there are various restrictions, so we've decided to temporarily remove it while leaving processed trade crates. They're going to stay.
ah, trading ele tá falando
For
é o
example,
comércio.
there
Eles
are
vão remover o
several
comércio.
restrictions, such as if you're on Paddocks Island and get a trade good with a tagged character, you can't sell it or you can't do Imperial delivery. Additionally, you cannot travel through the Magnus or use the traveler's map to move your character.
Eles estão removendo a life skill do comércio. E estão removendo completamente porque tá mais atrapalhando do que ajudando.
With the removal of general trade, these restrictions will be gone, allowing adventurers to play more freely. Of course, we're also disappointed about removing general trade. As we mentioned, if you try to improve the current system, many restrictions would still exist. So we decided to temporarily remove the system, temporarily. However,
Acabou o
rest
bolso de
assured,
valores no
we'll
BDA.
introduce an improved version of trade later on.
Mano, e eu já tô ouvindo falar do tal rework do comércio. Fazem 9 anos e eu nem jogo BDO faz 9
As our
anos,
game
velho.
grows, more and more systems and items
O rework do
develop.
comércio foi uma porcaria e eles vão refazer o rework do comércio.
This means there are frequent situations where adventurers need to change between playstyle sets,
기술 통합
Ok.
mainly being crystals, artifacts, light stones, skill presets, and skill add-ons.
Ok.
We'll make it so that you can select them from an all-in-one preset.
Oh. Olha só,
We want to
Dancer,
allow you
mudança
to be able to
PVP.
set up presets
Quando você estiver grindando e
depending on
você
your
for
playstyles
gankado,
and
você vai
free
poder apertar um botão só e mudar pro teu set
As you can
PVP.
see in the UI,
또 프리셋이랑
it's like a remote control for your
소나리의
presets.
창도 장비나 기술
In addition to this preset,
대기해서
Arena of Solara will also get the ability to save your gear, skills, and skill add-ons.
솔라에 들어가도
And
Aí
when
tu quebra o
entering
cristal de PVP.
the Arena of Solara from PvE, you'll be able to instantly
Tem que
change
estar vivo até lá, né?
Oh, and vice
Oh,
versa.
nice.
Oh.
Ó, ele falou que vai poder trocar instantaneamente.
And Jay's saying that.
Aí você vai trocar e dá aquela animaçãozinha.
Working on fast as possible.
Yeah.
E o cara tá lá, beleza, eu espero você trocar. Pera aí, mano.
Okay, next we'd like to talk about enhancements. We want to change it so that when you fail on enhancements with cronstones, the stack will be increased by 1.
Right now, he's mentioning how like
Ok, vamos ganhar face tech quando falhar
Yeah,
com Kron.
there's this kind of
Acabou pros
burden.
caras, acabou pros
Yeah.
caras.
They
Agora
want
vamos
to
passar
kind of,
tudo.
Have this stack increased by 1 when you fail with
Yeah.
Crownstone enhancements.
큰 변화는
Even though the number of 1 may be small, we want to preserve the hard work of our adventurers, just like the concept of the stacking system. We've heard feedback about the stack system being a barrier to entry or needing a ceiling. But improvements must be done incredibly carefully, making it extremely difficult. The whole idea of the stack system is that it's a bonus, a reward for effort that increases the odds on your next attempt, instead of everything simply being wiped out on a failed enhancement. We recognize that this is an unfamiliar system, can be a barrier to entry, and will continue to improve our guides to make it easier and more intuitive to understand. But we're not giving up on these
Nerf
things,
Zerker.
and we'll keep working on them
Cadê
to
Nerf
see if
Zerker?
there's a better
Quem que
way.
digitou isso aqui?
You got a little ahead of him, but
Yeah,
Buff Zerker.
basically, he's mentioned how like for new,
Seu
new
lixo.
adventures,
Yeah.
this kind of barrier entry
Yeah,
is
yeah.
something they like the enhancement.
Não posso falar no chat. Fui
Is a
banido.
barrier adventure just because the system has a lot of layers to it. And
Right.
It is something that takes time to learn and master. So they're
Absolutely.
going to be working on, you know,
그렇다고 뭐 포기하는 건 아니고
easing
해서
adventures and better with it.
찾아보겠습니다.
But they're not going to be just giving up on enhancements. Like it's not like this is we're fine with this.
Yeah.
They're going to be working on improving it still. Now
Sim, meu One te baniu já, panelou.
that pretty much covers our
Não baniu nada aqui, ó.
content.
Buff Zerker, seu lixo. Vou mandar um emotezinho aqui.
다음으로 이제 길드 이야기를 드릴 건데
let's-
길드에도 굉장히 많은 변화가 찾아오고
Foi.
우선 길드
Guilds.
추가하겠습니다.
right. So let's talk about guilds.
붙이는 하나의
Ok,
We'll
guilds.
be adding guild titles. Achieving certain objectives with your guild members will reward you with guild titles.
It's kind of like something like you can like think of it like a current titles or like even an
Yeah.
adjective that you can use to make guild names funner. Yeah.
Like if your guild has a lot of high-level captains, you'll get a sailing title. And if your guild has a lot of treasure, you'll get a treasure title. In this way, you can use a variety of titles depending on the nature of your guild and your guild members'
Oh, you can
play.
see it above where they have like Black Spirit Guild, and then if you change it,
Ok,
it's like,
então eu vou poder falar.
Brave Black
Exibir orgulhosamente o fato de que a minha guild é uma guild PvE.
name.
É isso que ele tá dizendo.
Yeah, yeah.
Eu vou poder colocar em cima do meu nick, em cima da minha guild aqui.
I can already
Guild
think of,
PvE, bem grandão.
possible
Entendeu,
combos.
Dancer? Acabou o
Yeah,
PvP.
yeah, for
And
sure.
possibly maybe not so fun combos. Oh, I see some couple of not so funny combos.
Dio Drone. Oh, é um parente da Dani Drone? Obrigado pelo follow.
Okay.
Oh, and Hojin is
Deve ser o filho, né? O Thiago é o pai, e a Dani é a mãe, o Dio Drone deve ser o filho.
he's trying to re-understand.
Re-understand?
Ah,
O cara da guild PVP te explode por nada, só porque você vai estar com o título.
he
Nossa,
misunderstood
imagina
when it increased.
começar
He's
uma
like,
treta.
but-
Você tá com o título de guild PVE? Toma, PK, bau, bau. Aí removemos o Alt C do jogo devido à toxicidade.
길드에 해시태그를
Arjun,
추가해
can we move on?
Oh, guild hashtags.
Ah,
Guild
so we
hashtag?
hope to allow guilds to set up certain hashtags to help with their recruitment process. When you set up hashtags that represent
Ou
your
seja, eu vou
guild,
poder colocar o
others
título
will be able
Guild
to search
PVE
by
e
hashtags
vou poder colocar
when looking for a
hashtag
list of guilds.
Guild PVE.
You can see these hashtags
Muito
on the
bom.
guild page and search for them in the guild list. Guilds with the same tag will also search for each other. So, it's a good indicator for adventurers who don't have a guild yet to find one to join.
Oh, so like you can see up there, it's like PVE, like
Sailing.
Yeah, just general, I
like
can imagine,
progression,
like game types. Yeah.
PVE.
Okay.
and guild alerts.
Guild alerts. We'll continue to work on the guild community, but first we'll be working on guild notifications. This will allow the guild leaders
Mais digitou
or
Nerf
officers
Zerk.
to send a
Que tá
designated
digitando Nerf
message
Zerk?
to the entire guild.
Cadê?
For example, we're having a guild battle tomorrow at
Zerk
9 p.m. So please join us.
Está
When you log
balanceado.
in, you'll get a notification right away. It's a similar feature to the current saying of the day, but it's a convenience feature for guilds and can be used in a variety of ways.
Ou seja,
We'll also be working
o que as
on
guilds já
improving
fazem de
convenience
mandar
features
WhatsApp
by
avisando que tá
expanding
tendo GVG,
copying and
e
pasting
mandar
and
chat
note
avisando que tá
taking
tendo
features
GVG,
at the
e
same
mandar um
time.
bot do Discord pra te avisar que tá tendo GVG, você ainda vai logar
Speaking
no
of
jogo
which,
e a guild
one more
automaticamente
thing,
vai te avisar
we're
que tá
very
tendo
aware of the lack
GVG.
of usability around typing in-game.
E o cara vai estar lá, pô, mas que
We're
horas que
working
é o
hard to
véu?
improve the
Eu
in-game
quero véu,
typing
não quero
system,
GVG.
as well as convenience features like copy pasting from Notepad and adjusting the color and size of text. We're also working on fixing the fact that the input cursor only moves left and right.
Like sort of diving straight into guild missions.
Okay, straight to guild missions. We also want to improve guild missions for you. We know that the current guild mission system is quite outdated, and we know that adventurers have inconvenient times such as a large guild.
Quest de guild, quest de...
Only show small and medium missions.
Quest guild
are
PVP?
Sorry, we know
No,
that adventurers
quest
have
guild
inconvenient
PVE.
times such as a large guild. Only show small and medium missions are shown, and so you have to move to a different server. The guild leader says not to do a specific mission on certain days because of the guild boss summons, etc. So, the first thing we're going to do is change guild missions to be individualized. Previously, it was difficult to know which server a guild mission was on.
Ou seja,
and
quest
whether
guild
to
vai ser
accept that
individual.
mission.
Você não
With
precisa
this
nem estar numa
change,
guild, é a tua
individual
própria
guild
quest, só que da
members will
guild.
be able to accept guild missions without having to worry
Eu não gosto
about
disso, mano.
this. However, we'll have individual guild missions focus more on increasing your guild activity, so they won't feel forced or mandatory.
Cara, eu realmente não gosto desse... Cara, pra mim, Quest Guild
We'll also
tinha
have
que
a
ser um
new
conteúdo
special
que você
guild
junta
mission
com a tua guild e
replace the
faz.
current type of missions.
Por que eles
These
estão
will
fazendo
be
Quest Guild
available
individual,
once
mano?
weekly or monthly. For you to take
Eu
on
não gosto
with
dessa
fellow
atualização
members
não, velho.
with generous time frames and nice rewards to reduce the pressure of having to do them.
And we're moving straight on with guild bosses. We're working on them. This will include removing summon scrolls, which will instead be summonable each week.
Cadê os
We know you're also
cupons?
concerned about the lack of participation in guild bosses, so we're making the rewards for them more appealing.
Ok, agora vai ter mais gente ainda no boss de guild,
We'll also
Catunga.
be rebalancing patterns
Eles estão bufando o
like
PvE.
boss mechanics to
Boss de
make them
guild,
more
rapaziada.
meaningful and ultimately
Se eles
make
colocarem um
them simple
teleporte
and
pro
fun
Khan,
for guilds
é o
to do together.
BDO2. Se tiver Magnus pro Khan, é BDO2.
We're also working on a new Khan raid that will have a dedicated gathering area for Khan, which will help
Oh.
with traveling issues.
Oh! Panela profeta.
We got a little ahead, but like the idea is to kind of simplify and improve the system
Yeah.
to make it not just fun, but
Yeah.
strategic elements that encourages your teammates to work.
Remove Zerker, mano.
And then there we go. It's Khan.
Vocês...
Yeah.
Oh, it's a CPG for Khan.
Renato
Okay.
Cariani não fez nada de errado.
Which means that, you know, removes that kind of like, oh, should I go? It's a long way. It's, you know, it's
Guild
quite
member
nice.
support.
So we plan to allow guilds to offer some form of support to their guild members.
I think everyone can say that we've had
Yeah,
like situations where like, oh, I want to help my little
Yeah.
new member and join.
true, true. And we'll be providing support with items essential for growth,
Tem alguma
such
coisa
as
pra
those
resgatar? Não
which
tem, né?
increase combat EXP or item drop rate, and guild skills such as combat EXP buff and life EXP buff, as they will now have extended durations and enhanced effects. Additionally, you'll be able to expand the guild storage based on your guild score. We're also preparing a system to allow guilds to rent guild gear to their members. So depending on the scale of the guild, it'll become possible to rent pen gear or pen accessories.
Oh, so it's like
Quem
a
quer,
new,
quem quer criar uma guild só pra ter pen gratuito pra rapaziada?
gear.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Dansler, pensa bem,
Of course,
eles vai ter
we're going to
equipamento
ensure
de
that the
aluguel da
system will not
guild
be
pra você poder
going to do our
aumentar o
best
teu AP e grindar
and
mais.
see
Vamos,
how we'll make this work.
mais PvE.
And he's mentioning again, like, yes, it's an item that goes back and forth, so we need to make sure.
Já vamos fazer um.
Naughty.
Já vamos fazer um sindicato pra fazer o badge usar o dinheiro todo da guild pra comprar
Purpose is
equipamento
to
pros membros.
Give items so adventurers can progress without feeling
Yeah.
burdensome, Oh,
And I think
guild
we're moving on
daily
with
wage.
the
Yeah.
guild daily wage. At some point, we worked a lot for 5 million silver. So now, the max threshold of daily wage will be increased from 5 million to 100 million silver.
Salário de guild! Mais PVE!
Times increase.
100 kk por dia! Salário de guild! Salário de guild! Let's go!
This is actually something that hasn't changed over the years after being fixed at 5 million in the early days, and it's become a pretty insignificant amount of silver, so each guild will be able to set a
Oh, salário de guild 100 kk, mano!
based on their guild situation.
Em um ano dá pra quase comprar um cristal.
Being so happy with my 5 mil a day.
I worked hard
Não,
for that.
pera. Não, um ano dá quase 30 bi.
It meant a lot.
But I think it's kind of this range now gives guilds more like.
É,
freedom
um
to
ano dá
pay.
30 e poucos bi, né?
You're worth
Caralho!
that 100.
Yeah, you
Salário de
work
guild,
it.
rapaziada.
Or no, you're just a 5 million. Yeah.
Yeah, you can keep the 5 mil.
Como falia a tua guild?
And then the guild goes bankrupt.
Guild records or guild history, I believe.
Okay,
Guild
we'll
history.
improve the record features within guild, such as guild history. Records such as time spent as a guild member or obtaining rare treasures or achieving pen de baraka can be found here. So we'll also fix the bug where guild history sometimes disappear. So we
Depois de
appreciate,
9 anos, eles vão consertar o histórico de guild, rapaziada.
Ahead of yourself here.
Depois de 9 anos.
That's fine. There you go. There now you see the.
Too good at reading his mind.
Yeah, I'm just speeding up. It is. It's fine. The subtitles are slow.
And
Also,
guild manners.
We've had a lot of feedback about guild housing.
okay.
You'll now be able to designate a specific guild member's manor as your guild's manor.
Basically, they
Okay.
Casinha de guild! Nós vamos poder colocar DK pelada na casinha da guild e fazer roleplay.
They can't. This is what they cooked up.
Let's go!
Okay.
And and you'll be able to instantly teleport to and from the guild manor.
Oh, that's big.
Mano, será que vai poder ter, igual no Lost Ark, tem uma empregadinha, uma secretária
Use shared
pra ficar cuidando da tua casinha de guild? Nossa senhora.
So you're cooking with
Yeah,
group.
he's actually cooking.
You're
You
actually
Oh, we're
cooking
actually
with the squad.
cooking. Yes,
Actually
actually
cooking
with the
together.
squad.
Everyone, it's time to make elixirs. Cook.
That's actually. It's basically a mini like call to guild. It's a call to my manor. It's like
Yeah,
it's like
nice.
gather everyone here.
So you just want to like get someone in a guild that is like insane at making guild manners, manners, like.
I think Anfield will love this one.
Okay. That's pretty cool. I like that.
I think
Okay.
guild leagues.
Well, next up, we'll be covering
O
guild
PVP! O PVP, o
content.
PVP, Dunsler! Chegou o
Ever since
PVP!
Black Desert
GVG ranqueado de guild.
there's been a
15v15,
growing
agora mudou o
progression
jogo.
progression gap within the game. And we agree that PvP feels most fun.
I think you're.
Oh, we're way ahead?
Yeah.
We're way ahead.
We're in guild leagues.
I think in
It's
Guild
a
League, I think
15 versus 15 system where
Right, yes, that will be getting to that.
guilds can compete against each other.
O cara tá dando spoiler.
The league
And
Nossa senhora, quem que tá jogando com o gráfico no máximo?
okay, so the league offers a 15 AS, as we
Meu
mentioned.
Deus do céu.
From guild kill death ratios to
O maluco
individual scoring.
tá jogando
I
de
think
musa
they've
com o
got it,
gráfico
I'm
no
just saying.
máximo, velho.
There's plenty of to keep
Yes.
you engaged, beginning with the friendly match rewards first, which will be around.
It's
Oh, the showing first.
in combat, and it's
Okay.
basically the system is
Nossa,
purely
a
based
tela tá
for
tremendo.
that
Quem que é o desgraçado
lore
que
of
gravou isso aí,
guild
mano?
versus guild,
A tela tá tremendo,
battles and-
o zoom tá no mínimo, o gráfico tá no máximo.
Oh,
And
that
like the
guy
goal.
got-
Meu
is, of
Deus,
course,
o Zedão
like,
tá tendo
it's not
infarto
just,
agora.
Like one-sided guild battles. It's more like always have matches.
Cara,
where
olha isso, olha esse
very close
FPS,
skills
velho. Como é que
or,
joga
like
esse
fighting
jogo?
compatibility. So have close and very exciting matches.
Tem uns que abrem live Discord, chega da agonia. Olha, não dá pra ver nada, velho. Foi chiclete.
And like the
So these
goal
are
is
the-
to reach the first.
Como que era o nome do cara que
Same
jogava
amount
de
of tokens.
Ruacha na
Yeah.
Auction, velho?
So
Tava no chat
once
esses
your
dias.
guild reaches X amount of kills.
Tinha um maluco que jogava de
and there's so many
Ruacha
different
na
locations.
Auction. Uma vez ele gravou um clipe
No, this
que era
is
tipo
right.
uma obra de arte
You'll also
moderna.
be using your own
Castelo
gear.
de Calpheon,
And like I think one thing that's
com
kind of a highlight is you'll be able to see like
500
who's the
pessoas
best in
e ele
this
jogando de
guild,
Dracania
who's the best
Awakening antes do
Yeah.
buff, com o gráfico no máximo.
Yeah, that was
Mano,
from
não,
Riot.
não-
And it's meant to be kind of a bit more lighter, like kind of more
Yeah.
like a kind of friendly competition kind of
Friendly.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
competição
Of course, there will be
amigável.
rewards.
Of course.
Vamos ver as recompensas.
Of course.
And like as Jahi mentioned before, he wants to encourage more rewards in PvP, or he wants to have more rewards in PvP. And
Mais recompensas PVP! Cadê o Dunsler? Toma aí, faz o L,
for
chegou o
like the friendly
PVP.
matches,
Right.
yeah, they'll also have rewards of like around 200 million silver for each participant, like for a
Okay,
win.
that's
Yeah,
nice.
200 kk por partida!
So
well, not just to win, just for participating. Yeah.
200
for
kk por
participating
partida!
and having this
Só de
kind of match
participar.
with, like other guilds of 15 versus 15.
Rapaziada, a Nameless agora é uma guild oficial de GVG.
And then
That's
let's
a big W.
moving straight to Node Wars.
Okay.
I think this one is actually something a lot of adventurers are hanging on, I think.
Probably one of the biggest content your guild can do is Node Wars. It's gone through some big and small changes over the years to get where it is today.
And we can see just
É
how many
PVP de
changes have
rua,
happened.
pega um revólver, vai num
Nossa,
barzinho, mano.
since
Aqui agora é GVG ranqueada.
2015, I think. Sorry, I can't
Wow.
see exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
15 and 2015.
Não é capado, o
We've been,
GVG
like,
ranqueado não vai ser
fine-tuning it
capado.
every
Vai ser
year
full gear.
and working on it quite a bit.
세계에 다 비슷한 상황이거든요. 그래서 지금은
And of course, like
Nameless 21 versus 40 na Node.
Looking at the kind of
Ah,
data
eu gosto
of
dessas
all regions
chances.
worldwide, and it's becoming somewhat stagnant. And they felt that a shake-up was needed.
Right. Okay.
And then
전 세계 글로벌
Mano,
So they want
se ele
to
continuar com aquela ideia maluca
set new
do...
rules. But before they go right into the rules, I think Laffy can explain kind of the problems that they've.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Eu quero ver o que ele vai falar, porque aquela ideia maluca que ele desenhou no quadrinho é burrice. Eu quero ver o que ele vai
these are
falar.
the problems. And like for number one, basically,
거점전을 준비하기 위한 시간이나 노력이 필요해서
Temos que parar de arrumar essas tretas aí, velho.
yes.
진입장벽이고 그런 게 좀 있었고 그다음에 싸우고 싶은데 상대가
So like for number one, it's like there's so much time and preparation needed. That's kind of like a barrier of
Nossa,
entry
faz só um
for
adesão
newer guilds to break into
gigantesco.
the like Node War scene, basically, and like, or just normal regular guilds in general. Just a lot of time to prepare and
Yeah.
get ready. And then another problem is like you arrive into Node War, and then there's like no one to fight. That's also another problem that they want to see.
Yeah.
And then the third problem is
좀 도와주.
you get into a fight,
그래서 이제
and there's no chance. It's like a one-sided fight. You either completely steamrolled or vice versa.
Ok, até agora ele tá falando verdades. Eu quero ver as soluções.
And then the last one is it's difficult to join as a solo guild sometimes. It's like sometimes if you don't get your Diplo right.
Ele
or you
falou
don't have
várias
the right,
verdades. Eu quero ver qual que vai ser a
connection, then it's
solução.
difficult for your guild to just participate. Like, just
Yeah.
actually participate at all.
Lots of politics.
So they want to try to address, like, have new rules to address these problems. And he's going to be putting them on screen.
Okay.
And I think
거점 시작 10분
Laffy can actually.
So 30 minutes before the node war begins, you'll need to select your participating territory in advance. The participating territory will be randomly assigned 10 minutes before the node war begins. When the node war begins, neutral forts will come into existence.
시간도 다
Ok.
The number of neutral forts fluctuates based on the number of participating guilds.
Ah,
Each neutral fort operates on a unique timer. You can view for control of the fort right up. You can fight for the control right up until the timer runs out.
점령하고 있는 길드가
The guild holding the fort when the node war concludes is declared the victor.
거고 그러면 그 길드는
Guilds that are victorious will be excluded from participating in different node wars.
남은 시간이 남은
That's
소유권을 들고
it's different. That's for sure. Like,
Yeah.
I
eu
think
não gostei, mano.
even as someone who's played the game a lot. It's kind
Eu
of
não
hard
gostei.
because
Eu não
I've been
gostei.
so used to a certain type of rule set. It's difficult for me to kind
L. Bota um L no
of even
chat.
imagine this, like just in words.
Eu não gostei.
And Jaheim is also saying that it's difficult to kind of understand just looking at the rules themselves. So he
Moral
hopes
da
that,
história. A guild vai spawnar num território aleatório. Vai ter vários fortezinhos. A guild vai conquistar o forte e vai ter que defender ele até o final da node para poder ganhar a node. Eu não gostei, mano. Eu achei horroroso. Vai punir as guilds mais fortes com menos PVP. Vai deixar o negócio mais estressante ainda para as guilds mais fracas. E vai aumentar a quantidade de política envolvida. Eu não gostei,
They do
mano.
expect to have them
Eu não gostei
like
desse sistema de node.
positives basically.
Yeah.
I think
Eu achei
there's 4 of them up
ruim.
on the screen right now. Like basically reduce the barrier of entry. Like give a chance for like solo guilds to able to win a node. Reduce the kind of snipe guilds, I think, like stick guilds, basically where guilds just plant and leave. Reduce that kind of the chance of that happening, and make more like territory-based combat.
Cara, isso só vai aumentar a política, isso só vai diminuir a quantidade de PVP do jogo,
activity
mano.
of like territories.
Para de pedir pra nerfar Zerg, gordossauro. E eu sei que você tá aqui na live porque você acabou de dar follow na minha live. Não vai nerfar Zerg,
Of
não.
course, some of these positives he's talking about right now, like
Não.
you only need to participate, don't need to build.
Right.
Up and
So
running.
it's more about just jumping straight into the fight, not having to wait for it.
And even if you lose at the first node, you can continue
Yeah.
to fight.
Boneco maldito.
Yeah, and they're mentioning how like just because you lose a node doesn't mean the node is automatically lost forever. You
Right.
still have a chance to get it until
Cara,
like,
eu
the
tenho.
actual end time happens.
Yeah.
So it means
Eu não quero mutar a live pra explicar. Eu tenho uma ideia de como eu acho que as nodes deveriam acontecer. E vocês podem discordar ou concordar, mas pra mim uma Node War tinha que ser uma partida de Overwatch.
So the
Pra
idea
mim uma
is,
Node
like,
War tinha que ser uma partida de Overwatch.
because of these, like,
Entra
varying times
1v1,
of
duas
nodes,
guilds, mesma quantidade de
you'll
player.
always have that chance of
Eu vou fazer um
sniping,
vídeo, eu quero fazer um
like,
vídeo sobre isso.
taking a node from a stronger guild.
Right. Yeah.
Entra, duas guilds, 1x1, mesma quantidade de player. No primeiro round, uma guild defende, a outra ataca. No segundo round, uma guild ataca, a outra defende.
Like strong
PVP
guilds,
puro, sem
as they,
diplomacia,
like,
mesma
capture
quantidade de
the threat,
membro.
they'll be-
Gear
they'll
capado
exit the node, leave
com
other guilds
o equipamento da
to fight
Solar,
for the
se for
node, knowing
capado.
that even
E se não
solo
for
solo
capado,
guilds
melhor
have a chance
ainda.
to actually win something.
Like participate in fight.
So
Gotcha.
even if
Cara, pra mim, a Node War do BDO tinha que ser
one
uma partida de Overwatch, velho.
Yeah.
you can fight at the
Tem um jogo que eu tenho no Xbox Game Pass, se chama Cavalry 2. É tipo um Overwatch medieval, bem realista, com espadona assim.
Node War.
Mano,
Get
32 versus 32.
multiple
Mas parece que você tá num 200 versus 200. É muito bom, tá ligado? Faz um vídeo pro Zeus fazer um react. E o pior que é praticamente, né, conteúdo gratuito pro Zeus aqui no meu canal.
Very top tier nodes, of course, have more
Não
server
reclamo,
roles,
porque eu tô ganhando muito
some nodes
view
kind of
de brand,
gather
muito
on
inscrito
those
de brand por causa
guilds
disso.
to kind of gather in the lower tiers and so on, and it's like the idea, yeah.
Right.
Não vou reclamar porque o payout da Twitch chegou hoje, daqui uns dias chega o payout do YouTube
Mentioning against, yeah,
e
of
eu
course,
vou jantar.
he understands that there are both adventurers who have been looking forward to changes and
Yeah.
adventurers who are not looking forward to changes. Yeah. But he wants to kind of emphasize that it's always been a system that's always been changing and evolving. And he's saying, yeah, this isn't a perfect system,
Right.
and it's basically a start of a new one, and they'll continue to make improvements as the system evolves.
Comprar um lanche no Kratuka e ganhar um dolinho quente.
Beyond these just new rules, it's the benefits. What do you get?
Milkshake alcoólico a gente vai começar a vender.
We'll be strengthening the basic tax benefits, but we also be introducing unique
Milkshake de
benefits.
Campari vai ser um milkshake Sigma.
Production nodes will see
Imagina
an
só.
increase in production.
Nossa, voltou pra
Monster
Life
zone
Skill.
nodes will see an increase in drop
Acabou
rates
com tudo do
and so
PVP,
on.
rapaziada. Tivemos 5
Also
minutos do
receive
PVP, acabou com
special
tudo do
buffs
PVP.
based on the nodes you occupy.
Oh,
Okay. Sounds pretty good.
Overall, more rewards. So you'll be trying to win specific nodes.
and now I think it's time for Conquest War.
Okay.
Ok, Sige. Siege.
Well, for Conquest Wars,
Siege. O que vão
Junior,
falar
I
de
think,
Siege?
he's been like speaking this entire time. Like we have 3 of us and we're trying to keep up with one man. It's like he's a little sip of water now.
yeah.
노잼이라고 하시기도 하고 다른 국가들도 상황이 비슷해요. 전 세계적으로 좀 비슷해요.
He's mentioning I wanted to wrap up in Conquester before taking this.
그래서 사실상 수성이
Okay.
And he's mentioning how like for Conquest where they've
여러 가지
like
고민해봤는데
worldwide, like all across all regions, they're mentioning how like it's always been harder for defenders basically to hold their castle.
Right.
Yeah.
좀 추가할 게
So they're looking to kind of
세금을 좀 더 올리고
looking for like balance the scale for the defenders basically.
그런 혜택들을 좀
Péssima ideia.
So they're going to
Atacar
add
o castelo é a
more
pior parte do jogo, mano.
castle holders basically.
Okay.
Cara, a Oxon já conseguiu
So, like, benefits
segurar
will allow you to
uma
increase
zerca
the
inteira
territory.
com os castelos do jeito que tá, só de eles terem tirado o respaldo de dentro do castelo.
Oh, and also you'll be able to ask for help from node war guilds in your territory as a castle holder. And
that's
guilds that respond will be like your defenders basically.
Okay.
Nossa, mano, o defensor do castelo vai poder formar aliança.
Node war guilds can participate if they're called up.
Cara, isso vai matar a Siege. Eu não gosto dessa
Castle
atualização.
the castle holder.
Ninguém mais vai atacar castelo se eles fizerem essa merda.
That's interesting.
So like for example, if you're the castle holder in Media,
Ninguém mais vai atacar castelo.
you can ask for
Se eles
help from
fizerem
the
isso.
node, like you can request help from the node war.
Isso vai matar a
node
Siege,
holders
velho.
of your
Okay.
territory. And it's like even if 1 or 2 guild comes and help, that's a huge difference in the
So
fight.
it's like assigning like a mission to like giving missions to
Pare de me
other
encarar.
guilds to come help.
바로 영주가 되고 나머지는 기여도 순서에 따라서 보상을 받게 되고 수성 측은
Yeah, and the siege side only needs to destroy the command post to
성공하면은
A não ser que eles diminuam o número de territórios do jogo pra 1, isso vai matar o cenário de Siege.
and like the first guild to destroy the command post becomes a lord, while the rest of the guilds will receive participation in order of contribution, of course. That's like the
Okay.
Ou seja, quem der o last hit na base vai ganhar o castelo?
and the defending side's goal is to just defend in a set amount of time.
Tá, calma aí, que ele tá
Defense wins.
cozinhando.
They get basically rewards for winning. Basically.
Okay.
Including the Nord War guild side.
Tá. A Siege talvez fique
Okay,
bom.
so basically
Tá, vamos
you
entender.
won't be
Vai ter
fighting,
2 times na Siege.
Afterwards to
Oh, and they're mentioning how the HP of the gate will auto.
O time defensor e o time
Like basically, how
e o
many,
time
like,
atacante.
how many guilds are
Se é o time atacante ganhar,
and the HP will
automaticamente a
automatically
guild que mais matou do time atacante ganha o castelo e os outros ganham prêmio de participação. Se o time defensor
like,
ganhar,
Force
eles
Conquest
continuam com o
Wars is one of,
castelo.
like, most kind of
Não vai ter mais aquela parada de tipo, vamos fazer nossa zerg e tirar para o ímpar pra ver quem que fica primeiro, segundo, terceiro. Ah, talvez fique bom. Agora começou a ficar interessante.
yeah.
É o que eu falei, a ideia da partida do Overwatch, mano.
rewards, they want something to like.
E aí,
They
senhor
want a
Henrique?
reward that makes them like the castle. Like this is, I'm like super proud of owning it.
Yeah.
Caralho, vai poder usar dragão na Siege. Vai poder usar dragão.
Dragon.
So that
Caralho!
yes.
Nossa
A
senhora!
dragon. That's the reward for the castle holders.
Vai poder usar o dragão na
Guild
Siege.
mount in Black Desert.
Nova montaria.
Like the elephant.
Yeah.
끼리처럼
The guild can ride or
By the
drag.
castle of the
Castle.
castle guild.
Yeah.
Faz o L.
The lord basically. Wow. That's so cool. Yeah. Like the elephant, the dragon can only be controlled by the castle guild.
용도 저희도 처음 시도해봤는데 굉장히 멋지게
It's like the big.
전 참여
This is why I need to own this castle.
Mano do céu.
It's like we have a dragon.
But Jay hopes that you'll understand that this is something that we're trying for the first time, and we've
Yeah.
just decided to start developing it, so it's gonna
Garmoff na
be a
Siege.
while before it's completely ready. Yes.
외형도 멋있지만
Cara, agora eu hypei, mano. Isso é o que eu gosto de ver num
There needs to be something
MMORPG,
of this
mano.
level to really
Não é
give that
esporte de grind.
that only something
Não
good.
é
Ca-
melhoria de
Cap-
quest. É isso aí. Um fucking dragão, velho.
Not just cool
Um
looking, but
fucking
also has some
dragão
amazing
pra
abilities,
guild que
yeah.
ganhar o castelo, mano.
Okay, I'd hope so.
Nossa senhora do
I'd hope
céu.
the dragon doesn't just look
I mean,
like, oh, they have a
that's-
dragon,
That's just a flex,
but
right?
don't worry, it doesn't do anything. We don't need to worry about the dragon.
Nossa, tem um mano que tá dormindo ali. O coreaninho já tá.
준비하다 보면 내용들이 굉장히
Someone put Black Desert of Thrones.
길드는 이제 검은 사막을 대표하는 커뮤니티로서 이제 굉장히 많은 분들이
Vai poder usar contra as outras guilds? Sim, vai ser um dragão pra defender o castelo.
세계
Yeah.
Você vai poder queimar as outras guilds com fogo.
국가가
Meu castelo. Imagina que louco, velho.
Okay.
He's
Esse é
kinda
tipo
talking
um
about
elefante que
many
voa.
adventures, like our parts
Os
guild,
pratos estão tudo
like guilds
vazios.
become community fixtures,
Right.
and it's
Bom,
something
já
that's
faz uma
just
hora, né?
something
Quem que
that's
demora uma hora
incredibly
pra comer?
important to connect
Uma
you
hora
to
e meia
this
já de
big open
banquete.
world. And they're talking about
Yeah.
85% of all adventurers signed up for a guild.
되게 덩그러니 놓여 있는
So that means most of people have joined a guild.
데 가입하시면
And I think that the benefits of the guilds
오랫동안
are
든든한 길드원
maybe too numerous to begin to list. But for those starting out, we think it's
Dragão,
comforting
Dazzler,
to have a
dragão,
group
velho.
of people who have been there and done it before you, rather than being alone.
Olha que
in
da
a
hora
big,
essa guild com
unknown
uniforme.
world.
Pô, esse é um conceito da hora, mano. A última vez que eu vi isso
One
foi
of the
quando
best feelings
a Oxion
a
fez
game
base
can
de
give
piroca
you
e todo mundo
is
usou
that
branco
sense
pra
of
parecer
connection
esperma.
and friendship and camaraderie that you
Esse é um
feel
conceito da hora, usar o
like you're
uniforme da
connecting
guild.
in spirit.
너무 좋은 사람들 만나서 너무 고맙다.
Even if you don't actually live in the same place, of course.
보람을 느끼곤 합니다. 저처럼 이제 중요한
A Liro vai até voltar a jogar
It's
pra
also
andar de
really
dragão,
rewarding.
careca voador.
To see people at offline events
전체적으로 좀 보강을 해가지고
who are not so grateful to met, you know,
그런 방향
Who
Good.
are so grateful.
yeah, who are sorry, who are so
Cariane
grateful,
curtiu isso.
who are so grateful. to
Cariane,
have met
acreditamos
good
na sua
people
inocência,
in good
Cariane.
guilds. Yeah, the other way around.
I think it's a sign to avoid
Cariane,
that review.
acreditamos
Yeah,
na sua inocência.
It's just me. Guilds play such an important role, and
Obrigado pelo follow, Cronos X.
we're going to be making some changes.
Oh, and we're moving on to quests actually.
Okay.
Content across the world of Black Desert is deeply interlinked.
그래서 이제
And
하고 싶어도 이 의뢰를
like
찾기
he's mentioning how like quests in the world of Black Desert, sometimes it's hard to tell like what you need to do,
Yeah.
what you need to find.
의뢰
Right.
검색 기능을 만들겠습니다.
I'm not sure
이렇게 되면 이제
what I like. Sometimes it's even hard to tell like what I want to do, right? It's
보상
like,
아이템을 가지고 검색을 해서 원하시는 의뢰를
and they'll be adding a quest search feature to kind of address that.
Okay. Yeah. that'll be quite
뭐
nice.
이름이 잘 생각이 안 나거나 막 이럴 때도
And you can search the
Nice
quest
question,
by its
rapaziada.
name, the NPCs, the wards, the items.
É. A galera começou a
This
spamar
should
aí
make
no
it easier for you
chat.
to find the quest you're looking for,
Right.
either the quest name, the starting NPC.
이왕 이렇게
And if you can't remember the name of the quest, you can search for the item and the reward straight away.
최대한 빨리 넣고
So if you search for a specific item, you get the
의뢰
quest
UI도
with them as a reward.
전반적으로 좀 개선을 할 거예요. 그래서
First of all, we want to make searching
Acabou o PVP,
easier,
rapaziada. O
and
dragão
eventually
foi o
we want to
hype e
renew
acabou
the
o conteúdo do
entire
PVP.
UI,
선택을 하다 보면
so that you can easily find quests by purpose, objective.
좀 리뉴얼을 해보려고
Even more cooking here.
그리고 다음 말씀드릴 건 이제 특수한 아이템인데 이거는 화면 한번 보여주겠어요?
Basically, it's just like a complete overhaul to just make it a lot more visually intuitive.
동학생 의뢰랑 이제 동장비 의뢰에
and
필요한
then
이제
Seems something
아이템들이요.
big.
이제 이런
Oh, is
종류의
that the?
아이템
Acho que o dragão será bugado demais. Não tire minhas esperanças. Eu estou no meu momento de hype.
The boss
Eu quero o meu dragão. Não tire minhas esperanças, velho. Ele pode ficar bugando no terreno, andar debaixo da terra,
I remember
o fogo
trying
não
to
vai
do
dar
the quest
dano.
the first time around,
Ele vai tomar
and
tomar
it was
trap.
something that,
Não tire minhas esperanças. Eu quero o meu dragão.
Yeah, they're going to talk about the quests regarding pen accessories and gear.
Imagina você tá lá em cima do dragão todo poderoso soltando fogo e tá um maluco com um mosquete de trina lá. Oh, e derruba você do dragão.
So there'll be an exclusive UI
사실은
to check
의뢰가 아니라
the pen accessory as well as the crafting process.
and there's a
Ah,
look at
eles
the
estão melhorando a UI da
pen
Jetina.
accessory UI. Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
It tells you what you have, what you still need to do.
Yeah,
전체
that's pretty cool.
좀 한눈에 보실 수 있게 해서
Like not only does it show you like what items you need, but like if you have it, how many you need,
것들을
Yeah,
and you can basically you can check your progress in like real time, basically.
yeah, and it's not just to these system
Chaizinho
to
sniper.
only this system as well, but to other
Riflezinho
systems,
Marne derrubando o
such as
dragão.
character building.
제작 시스템들이 있잖아요.
Mano, mas seria da hora. Seria uma utilidade pro rifle de Marne, que ficou uma parada inútil no jogo,
I
né?
just saw that the previous line has been on.
Dragão, dragão, rapaziada, aqui pro rifle, aqui pro rifle. Vai estar lá o dragão voando e todo mundo vai estar.
As
Pum,
if
pum, pum,
adventurers
pum, pum.
that enjoy systems like this, you want.
Seria
to-
massa, se não acha?
And since we're on topic of pen accessories,
Okay.
let's see.
처음 저희
A second time.
Okay.
You can do the quest line a second time. So it's
Ok,
not
vai
one
poder
tap
fazer
in.
2 PEN acessório
Time.
gratuito
Get 2.
pela Jetina.
It's time.
Agora que eu já tô
Second
full
time.
acessório PEN, eles dão essa desgraça. Não.
Since it's been added, like it was added in
Obrigado,
2021.
Jota. Obrigado, obrigado.
It's been quite some time.
Obrigado,
And,
Jota.
like
Agora que eu já tô
we
com todos os
understand,
meus
like,
acessórios no PEN,
there's
que eu
a
fiz uma
difficulty,
puta
like,
live
daily
pra
quest,
passar um acessório pro
like,
PEN,
eventually
ele vai lá e vai me
really,
dar mais um acessório PEN de
dedicate
graça.
and stick with it. There's
Obrigado, Jota.
you can
Obrigado,
expect an
obrigado,
amazing reward,
obrigado.
and now double.
Time for 2.
Pelo menos é acessório diferente, velho. Ou vai ser os mesmos 3
I think this
fajutos?
will be pretty nice.
Os
I think
mesmos
a lot
3
of people
pneus.
have been really appreciative of like having this way of obtaining their first pen accessory.
Oh. On something, this is something they've actually given a lot of thought.
Okay.
Oh?
And you mentioned how like the most common goal for adventurers who like graduate from the season, Tet Black Star after season graduation.
True. Many people do often
Black Star Tete por jogar
go for it
Season.
straight away, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Obrigado, Jota.
So
Obrigado,
Jay-
obrigado,
Jay
obrigado,
thinks-
Jota.
I think it's time for it to give it to everyone upon graduation.
Okay.
So
So
it's TET.
Tet, yes.
TET,
Yes.
not PEN.
not
Oh,
pen.
did I
chat.
misspeak,
No.
Ben? Oh, Tet.
Chat is
Tete Black Star. Passei
Me
2
too,
itens
me
desse
too. I agree.
da temporada.
And of course, this
Nossa, imagina, pega uma temporada só
oh,
daquele
Hoodoo's asking,
aquele
like, oh, what's the
cliquezinho
difference between
mágico.
this and, Tet Black Star. And
Well,
Jay is explaining, hey, not only is the guaranteed accessory quest getting improved, and then another chance to do it.
Yeah.
Now, for those who graduate from the season, you'll be able to get a 10 Tet Black Star weapon.
yeah.
And
you cannot sell it.
yes, you
Yeah,
cannot
but
sell
it'd
it.
be untradable, chat.
Mano, eu já tô
And
pensando
but
qual que vai ser o clickbait que eu vou
can be
colocar no
enhanced
YouTube.
pen.
Montaria Dragão?
Enhanced
Black
pen.
Star de graça? Veja tudo sobre o banquete de Calpheon. Já tô pensando no clickbait do
So
YouTube.
basically, it's
Me ajudem aí.
it's a starting off point for progressing your character.
Right. I think it's pretty nice. I think like most people who haven't got a Tet Black Star before are probably going to go for the main hand
And they're
weapon.
like basically, Jay is hoping that like you'll take this pen Black Star and use it to really
Tet
carve
Black
out
Star.
your journey.
Yeah.
Tirarão o PVP.
Tet Black Star. It is Tet, chat.
I'm just hoping.
It's just so
I
much
just keep
hoping.
hoping. Yeah.
예를 들어서 뭐 이제 아연죽이나 순수한 무리 결정 같은 이런 아이템 만들다 보면은 무슨 자격증을 가져오라 그래서
Oh, we're talking about life skill certificates.
진입장벽이 생기고
All right.
뭔가 하고 싶은데 못 하고
Beginner and skilled certificate requirements for processing knowledge
아마 이제 뭔가 여러분들이
will be removed.
어떤 아이템 이제 구하실 때
You know how sometimes you have to complete a specific quest or get knowledge to
Right.
do specific processing.
또 이거랑
So when processing, you will no longer need certain knowledge or quest. An existing quest will be changed to a special quest with a rare reward.
Oh,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Tá,
we're getting a little.
voltamos pra Life Skill.
It's fine. now.
전문가분들이 멍하니 서 계시는 경우들이 굉장히 많이 계시는데
And there's a good skill.
처음 검은
And we've noticed that there's some areas of Black Desert that can be a little frustrating or time consuming for new adventurers. And when they're trying to complete quests or play through the game. One of those areas
하는 건데
is energy. And we're increasing the starting amount of energy for new adventurers from 30 to 50.
Voltamos pra Life Skill, rapaziada.
This should eliminate many instances where you don't have enough energy to complete a quest, including those that naturally increase during gameplay.
에페리아 경공
We hope you enjoy your time in Black Desert.
드려볼까 하는데요. 과거에는
Tinha que criar um emote dormindo, né?
And since we're on the topic of quests, he wants to talk about.
Aí recorta o fundo e faz um emote dormindo.
제작이 완료되고 막 그랬을
Dá pra fazer um emote dormindo.
Questlands, such as
Ah, so also related to quests are the Inferior Sailboat and the Frigate. Daily quests made their crafting times limited. These types of limited daily quests will slowly be removed. After the sailboat, we will then move on to instrument quests, and trading carracks with licenses will be made possible.
구입을 했었어요. 그래서 이제 에페리아 경범선 같은 거 만드시다 보면 매일 이제
Vai dar pra comprar carraca no mercado? É isso?
That's pretty big.
좀
Vai dar pra comprar carraca no
So
mercado.
basically, like Jay's
Ou
talking about
seja,
why, like some quests
this
were
is
limited.
happening.
Carraca no login diário,
Limited
confirmado.
quests,
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
He wanted like adventures kind of have that sense of satisfaction from building
Yeah.
up to an achievement.
차이는 아니었지만 지금은 이미
And now their kind of stance and changes on thoughts on this has changed.
O carraca no mercado é win, mano. Carraca no mercado é win.
And this way,
Eu
adventurers who
compraria
want
fácil.
to continue to enjoy the ocean content can
Fazer
make
essas quests pra fazer carraca é
crafting
chato
or
demais, velho.
selling ships for another goal.
이제 이런 좀 의뢰로 컨텐츠
Unless you're still talking about the previous point.
Yes.
Pô, e a galera que tem
sorry,
tipo 8 barcos, 8 carraca, tá ligado?
They're stealing his thunder.
A galera que tem tipo 8 carraca vai poder
Pause,
vender
Thiago.
as 7 que eles já têm? Ou será que não tem como? Vai ter que fazer uma nova? Você sabe que a maior parte dessas corno que
back
ficam no oceano tem
Okay,
tipo 8
so
carraca já, tá
trading
ligado?
carracks with licenses will be made possible, chat. First time you just heard it right there.
이제 추가로
This way,
Yeah, so we're now back to shy instrument quest removed.
right, yes.
Yes, and now we're gonna get to the
O cara deu spoiler da atualização.
For the first time.
O tradutor leu
right
errado.
now,
O tradutor leu errado.
we're going to remove.
Surprise.
Surprise. Whoa, trading carracks with licenses will be made possible. That's insane. There's no
Wow.
way. Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
대정부에 새겨지는
Imagina o Berserker tocando pianinho. Berserker tem que ser pagodeiro, tem que ser no cavaquinho.
So with this, the way adventurers who want to continue to enjoy the ocean content can make crafting or selling ships for another goal, and adventurers who want to enjoy the ocean by buying rather than crafting will be able to do so through the exchange.
Central market.
Yes. Central market.
Quanto será que vai ser uma carraca? Será que chega nos 20 bi? Na True
Of
tinha que
course.
ser mais ou menos isso,
We
né?
recognize
Tem que ser mais ou menos o preço do
crafting
Garmoff.
isn't without its challenges. So, we're also considering adding the builder's name to the ship info. Oh, it's like when you get that. That's nice. We'd
저희가 작년에 이제
also like to increase the price of Forest Path Wagon.
하면서 꾸준히 의뢰랑
Essa eu ganhei na Chacatu.
I just heard
A carroça de
Storyline
Pereduto eu ganhei na
Remastered.
Chacatu. Uma dos meus carregados desse jogo.
He's,
Uma
talking about
carroça
how,
de Pereduto em
when
Chacatu.
we first remastered the Balance Questline last year, we promised
Apesar que
to,
eles vão
continue
remover
to
comércio
remaster
do
this
jogo e a
forever.
carroça vai ficar a coisa mais inútil do jogo.
세렌디아의
It's finally
Até
time
eles-
to announce. It's happening.
É o work da quest de
Serendia
Serendia.
main questlines are being remastered.
Agora vamos poder ver a história de Jordine com cutscenes
Of
e
course, you can
timeline
see, like, the,
e,
main
e
kind of
anime
characters of
e
Serendia questline, like Jarrett and
bora Jordine.
Jordine, yes.
Jordine.
이런 점들을 좀 이번 메인으로 개편해서 확실하게 좀 보완을
Oh, chat.
하고
O chat spamando R.
And like
Shut
they're
the
also
thing up
mentioning
the
that they, like before the other remasters, they're hoping to, they'll be adding new cutscenes
Right.
depicting the history of Serendia, making sure they're more approachable, not just like reading, but you also be able to have full voiceover, so
Yeah.
it's much more of a real experience.
Yeah.
And like, of course, he's mentioning how like
굉장히
the idea is to immerse you more into the storyline.
Yeah, yeah.
궁금해지는 분들의 여러
That's super cool.
Various cutscenes.
준비를 하고 있습니다.
I think we've seen it before in the other questions, like the Ulukita, like those illustrations and
Yeah.
the
Land of the Morning Light illustrations were really cool as well.
full dubbed voiceovers, so English voiceovers
Yeah.
will be available.
Aquela dublagem criminosa, velho, do BDO. Nossa, o Jordinezão.
칼피온 북부까지
Oh, Jordan Ducos.
한 번에 리마스터를 했습니다.
Look who it is.
쉽게 이야기하면은 사실 세렌디아라
A galera vendendo os
Serendia
crescentes.
Remastered, like, we've met Jordan
Já
pretty
tem
much
gente.
everywhere.
Mano, sabe o que é o pior, ô
Yeah, you have to
Catunga?
kind
Você
of
lembra do último
more
banquete? Eles anunciaram: vamos dar cavalo e vamos ter Doom T10. Aí todo mundo foi lá e comprou todos os Doom do mercado. Aí na frase seguinte: vamos dar cavalo de graça. Aí todo mundo que comprou Doom tava vendendo no mesmo. Em questão de tipo 20 minutos, tá ligado?
Yeah, these illustrations are so cool.
Oh. So
I
we'll be
like
able to
them
follow
now.
Jordan's story all the way up to Northern Calpheon, basically. So making more and more invested in the character.
Nice.
무엇을 외치는지 잘 들어주시기 바랍니다.
PS Tete por 3 bi? Possivelmente, mano.
Docs as
또
well.
이제 기존 스토리 좋아하시는 분들은 좀 이제 잘 아시겠지만 세렌디아가 이제 공기가
Ah, you can finally find out what kind of advice or what kind of cry he's giving out.
Ah,
Okay.
piadinha mal feita. Não vou nem dar o trabalho de traduzir.
스토리들이 다 너무 그 제각각이라서
We're talking about how like the
스토리의 개연성
various crossroads of
A
Serenity.
galera pedindo Necromancer.
Ah, right, yeah, because I think a lot of the time, you know, the fact that you have to like make
No.
a choice,
Necromancer.
nice, quite nice that
Only
you're able to just
중에서 이제
go down
Okay.
this one storyline.
분들이 가장 좋아하셨던
Fui banido.
And like
Fui banido
we
porque eu
talked about,
digitei
like,
Monkey.
the stories that our adventurers really cherished will be included and preserved, such
Okay.
as Isabella.
뭐 그동안 재미있어 해
Oh, is like basically Isabella's story about how she. I forgot the.
일러스트를
Oh wait, sorry.
많이 좀 더 이해하기 쉽게 개발을 하겠습니다. 그리고
Basically like unifying Isabella's story with the main quest line.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
부패의 군주 크자카
Isabela é a
I think that's, like,
Necromancer,
one of
não
the
é?
most common one that they've
Isabela
seen
é a
as well.
Necromancer original do
Like,
BDO.
thing in the log.
이제 사람 나이로 치면은
Our first world boss, Kazarka.
Ah,
We get to experience the story of Kazarka, the first world boss.
크자카에 대한
okay.
뭐 여기저기에서 소개해드리긴 했지만
We're gonna get more info on Kazaka.
He's saying if we say
Coração
it's
de
the first,
Kazarka.
Kazarka's already in school.
짧은 얘기지만 여러분께
Wait, what? Oh, like how old they
Yeah,
are?
that's all.
Okay,
It's been in the
okay,
game
I
for so
see.
long.
이제 뭐 정리를
Kazarka's
해보자면은
old,
세렌디아 리마스터는 조르단에서
growing.
세렌디아에서 칼피온 폭포까지 이야기고 여기에 이제
Maluco, já tá com quase 2 horas de banquete e eles ainda não liberaram o martelinho do Jota pra nós bater no martelinho do Jota.
짧게 추가될 계획이
Yeah, because I think for a lot of people, like
검은 사막에 뭐 아토르 옵션
where
So, like,
Kazaka's come from is still quite shrouded in mystery.
So there will be both like old parts of the story remastered and then new
Yeah.
parts of the story like added
Okay,
for
cool.
the Syria and the main quest lines.
I think like one of the coolest cutscenes is like Eleza and Kazaka. I think a lot of people even that don't do quests that much know that cutscene.
세렌디아 리마스터를 하는데 거의 1년 조금 넘은 것 같아요.
Eu não sei qual é a cutscene que ele falou.
의 강력한 의지를 가지고 뭔가 여러분들이 원하는 거에
Mentioning,
효율적이진 않지만 이거는 저희가 해야 될
He's mentioning how
Okay.
it's already been a year since they've kind of
Jota pode ficar triste porque a galera do KR queria a cabeça dele e dar
bringing
nada
everything
como
together, like, not
vingança.
just
Então,
forgetting old stuff, but
Yeah.
adding new stuff. It's all important.
nada, você não tá
Everything's
vendo? O Jota tá
Every
tremendo.
quest.
Ó, o Jota tá suando aqui, ó. Olha a carecona dele aqui brilhando. E na Coreia, essa época do ano é pra estar tipo frio, menos 29 graus lá, velho. Ó a carecona do Jota brilhando aqui. Tá suando frio.
It's a Black Desert basically,
Right.
이제 뭔가 여러분들이 모험하는
and they hope to make the storyline and develop it more and make it as immersive as possible for everyone.
Okay.
일부
Nice.
스토리인데
Oh, something? Spoiler?
여기 마개가 될 겁니다.
Elezra's story,
스토리를
first chapter.
기대해 주셔도 좋을 것 같고 일단 스토리와 컨텐츠 관련 얘기는
Oh, and the final stage of her story is set to set in the demonic realm.
Oh,
Yes.
I think this is what people are calling a demonic realm. That like I think it was announced ages and ages and ages ago. It was hinted. I think people have been talking about it quite a bit.
Oh, Jesus. He's been talking a lot about changes, and a lot of things have changes.
못다했던 이야기들을 쭉 나열을 하다 보니까 어떤 면에 있어서는 꼭 이런 얘기까지 계속 다 해야 되나라고
I'm
하는
just thinking about like
것도
not just talking about like what's happened before, what's going to happen in the future, and what's changing. and
Yeah.
kind of our
Tem acessório
direction
bem no
Right.
mínimo.
for Black Desert.
Mano, o povo é muito emocionado, velho. Vai demorar tipo 2 anos pra fazer a quest da Getina. E o povo já tá
We really
vendendo os
wanted to take the
acessórios.
opportunity to really go into depth and really talk about everything like that we're planning, why we're planning it, and like the reasoning behind it as well.
Yeah.
One by one.
Okay.
잠시 조금 물 한 모금만 마시고
네.
And like our 2024 patch notes, the changes,
Yeah.
that wraps us up.
Okay.
Agora vem o macaco.
I think Jahi needs a little break.
Okay. Yeah.
Ah, ele vai dar uma pausa?
It's time. Hajun is announcing it's time for the bathroom breaks, everyone.
Yeah.
Mano, 2 horas e só falando merda.
He's asking, should we continue or should we rest a bit?
잠시만 쉬는 시간을
Oh,
Jay's like, please, I need water.
he's been up there for quite a while.
Please say yes.
Quanto tempo que vai ficar essa pausa aí? Eu vou aproveitar e buscar uma água eu mesmo.
I think a small 10
Porque
minute
eu
break.
Okay.
tô sem aguinha nenhuma
And I
aqui.
think this is your chance, chat.
Jack, go get a drink. Go get some.
Vamos buscar uma água vocês também, senão vocês vão desidratar aí.
Join this.
Macaco.
Land
Macaco.
2024년에
Okay.
찾아뵙기 위해서
And he's asking, he hopes that everyone has remembers their promise to reunite with Dulce. The land of more light, yeah.
To have some fun memories of Nampo Village.
네, 지금 보고 계신 대문은 아침의 나라 서울의
Our next region is Land of Morning Light, Seoul.
Okay. Wow. Okay, look
Next
at
year.
that. So this region is inspired by the main royal palace of the Joseon dynasty.
Tá. E cadê o macaco? Terra do Amanhecer
houses
parte 2 já sabia, mas cadê o
and
macaco?
even mountains will be crafted with historical accuracy.
Tá.
We hope
E cadê o
to
macaco?
provide adventurers.
We're getting a little ahead, don't worry.
We're getting a little ahead.
It's fine. I think our feed
O
is,
cara já tá dando spoiler.
Yeah.
we're sorry if you see that on your end.
안쪽을 좀 보여드리고 싶은데 다음에 또 이제 보여드리는
Okay. Historical accuracy.
He's mentioning how they want to preserve the historical accuracy of not just like the Korean mountains and
Yeah.
이거는 이제 지금
sorry, I think we're skipping a little video quality wise.
Yeah.
네 맞습니다.
Here's
think
the
it's just an art.
yes.
이제 항공모험가님들한테는 좀 익숙하고
Okay.
전문가님들한테는
The beauty that we want to
좀 멋있는
Nossa, eu vou me mijar todo quando eu for dormir.
And we hope to provide an unforgettable experience with the visuals here, like as you can see.
새롭고
something new.
Fala alto, meu.
Yeah.
동해도 편과는 완전 다른
We're doing our best to make
새로운
something amazing.
Yeah, and we're gearing up for an exciting story set in Seoul. Not to mention new and engaging NPCs.
Novos NPCs, rapaziadas.
Yeah,
Novos chefes.
a couple. But it looks like we'll probably have around 8, I believe, Nox.
8 chefes novos?
There's 2 bosses up there right now.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Não, é 2.
There's at least 2.
Pelo menos 2 chefes novos.
대장나와 배홍련입니다.
Sacanagem.
No, they look pretty cool, actually.
저희 아트실에서 이 장화 홍련을 좀
Oh, mas esse boss aí é waifu, não é?
재해석해 주신 것 같습니다.
Me lembra a Nerissa Ravencroft da terceira geração do Hololive inglês.
Folklore.
Esse boss aí é waifu. Dá pra casar com ela?
Okay.
검은 사당
And our determinant has put our like their own spin on this very classic
Yeah.
Right.
depiction.
Mm.
These roles names.
당연히 이제
If
Esse boss aí é waifu, pô.
Light is
E
like
nada de
Black
cupom,
Shrine
né?
is like personal,
Right.
then Landmark Soul will be for guilds, the Black Shrine.
Okay. Co-op.
따라서 이제 공략
Guild content.
So you'll be joining your guild members to fight these bosses.
Conteúdo de guild! No way! Boss de guild Black Shrine.
들고 있던 무기 대신에
Os novos boss vão ser conteúdo de guild da Dorista.
There are no
Meu
like,
Deus, o que é esse
requirements,
clipe aí? Eu não tô afim
but,
de abrir
you'll
agora ao
fight your
vivo.
guild members, and since you're fighting essentially with your like
보상도 이제 좀 궁금해하실 것
we're-
같은데 보상도 당연히 굉장히 새롭고 매력적인 거 준비하고 있고
and
Yeah.
we're like preparing like gimmicks such as using like a Korean crossbow instead of just like your like the mechanics,
Tem
especially
surpresa hoje,
mechanics
Bedel?
using
Tem, ó.
crossbows or the normal class weapon.
Surpresão pra você, Luiz.
Altering it up so instead of
Alright! Bora, chá!
fighting facing these bosses.
Coitado do Xuxa.
이제 얻으실 수 있는 방법이 주어지게
I think we're
E,
having
ó, alguém da guild chegou na live do Xuxa esses dias e perguntou: Pô, verdade você tá vendendo um curso PVP por R$30? Mano, ele ficou puto, velho. Nossa
So
senhora.
also mentioned as
Ele
well,
ficou. Eu tava xingando, falando.
there
Meu
is
Deus
going
do
to
céu.
be a step above the pen
Eu vi só
style
vivo.
weapons. And they're going to be like a full
Meu Deus.
here.
Arma Deus morto.
So it's going to be pretty interesting, as well as these different items and parts that are going to be obtained from these, like previously mentioned, guild raids
classe
and
nova.
other means as well.
And a new class as well.
Oh yes, so there'll also be a new
Cadê o
class,
macaco?
and I think we have here
Cadê o macaco?
a cool design,
Mano, o Chris Poli tava certo.
right?
É uma classe Blader não binária. O Chris Poli tava certo, velho.
Okay.
And it's
That's a male sword pipe class.
That is
É
actually
uma
a
classe
smoking pipe. I thought it was like
Blader não binária.
a loop.
I hope to have an engaging story and some very action.
Chris Poli tava certo.
Belay the Korean inspiration of this class.
So yes, that will be with Soul. So
with
yes,
Land of the One and
Red
Red
Soul.
Soul.
yeah.
Elo dele.
I think a message for console adventures worldwide.
A galera do console, a gente lembra de vocês. Vocês existem. A cada 3 meses vocês
Okay, so
existem.
many adventurers who play on console are also watching right now, and we're aiming to showcase next gen by next summer. We'll be we're holding on, hold.
O console vai receber o véu.
Yeah,
No.
there we go.
There we
Nunca.
go.
There you go. You heard it first
Perfect
from
timing.
Jay.
And that's our goal right now to
Yes.
get this ready for
That
Black Desert
is the
console
current plan.
adventures. Yes, and it's something that a lot of adventurers have been asking for.
Yeah.
Oh, and the
Okay.
world boss Vel for console,
Ah,
Oh,
and it's not something that's
falou,
possible
previu o
right
futuro,
now.
previu o futuro. O Ícaro estava certo. O véu vai aparecer no console depois de 9 anos.
But instead of just making our adventures wait, I think we've lost some audio. Sorry.
Imagina se ele fala, o véu tá nascendo agora, rapaziada. Podem ir pra lá.
We'll be giving everyone a Vel's heart to all our console adventures.
Ah, okay. That must be nice.
Véu no login diário.
We're getting some, I think.
A galera do console vai ganhar um véu no login diário, velho.
And also, the Elvia monsters and Calpheon will be added to console as well
Não,
this
fodeu.
winter.
Okay.
Oh.
So console can look forward to the Elvia in Calpheon.
And next, North America, to our North American adventures.
At last year's ball in LA, various updates were shared.
Não conseguimos fazer
One
o
of
véu.
them
Toma
involved
drop
relocating
logo.
North American
O véu vai
server
ser
to
o
the
diário
central
do console.
Due to the theme difference.
Nem pra colocar uma questzinha de jetina, velho. Vai ser, toma aí, toma um véu pra vocês. E parem de reclamar,
Tests
pelo
for
amor
the
de
NA
Deus.
central server were set up, conducted shortly after. But during the tests, we concluded that there was no significant difference. But we continued to search for solutions, considering various perspectives. And whilst hosting the World Node War event, we seem to have found some improvements. So first, we plan to take another look at the NA Central server using the Global Lab. The North American Central server will be open for Global Lab. More detailed
Oh,
information
vai ter Global Labs no NA.
notice and more comprehensive test is planned for January.
Okay.
Vai ter Global Labs no NA.
That was
Nice.
it for the 2024 patch notes.
이제 겨울 의상을 좀 보여드릴
I think
건데요.
we're losing some audio. Apologize.
같이 좀 허준님께서 진행을 좀 해주셨으면 좋겠는데요.
Oh, since we've gotten through the updates, it's time for
올라가야죠.
the gifts,
Okay.
rewards.
So that's the 2024 patch note.
And
There goes
we'd like to
coupon.
introduce a new winter outfit and ball
Yeah.
gifts with Hojun.
많은 이야기들을 준비를 해 주셨습니다. 의상에 대해서 뭐 지난번 그
Mano, eles não mostraram nada do Blader não binário, velho.
일단은
Eles mostraram uma imagenzinha ali que mal deu pra ver direito do Blader não binário.
For going over
Nossa,
the-
que patch, mano. Que banquete fraco, velho.
everything was
A parte mais hype do banquete foi o dragão pra guild de castelo.
outfit time.
좋습니다. 일단 옆에서 한번 보겠습니다.
We're very far behind on the screen.
And we mentioned like in the last late night talk session that that was improved at the end of January.
Yeah. I think now let's take a look at the winter
Cheizinha.
pairing.
Não, sai daqui, DK. DK tá morto. Arqueirozinho.
산타빌레. 아, 겨울 느낌 물씬 나네요.
Okay,
예.
welcome back.
12월
So,
O trajezinho da Shai teve um trailer maior que a classe nova.
크리스마스가 지금 곧 눈앞이잖아요.
산타벨레.
ah,
다음 주 20일에 바로 출시할 수 있습니다.
아, 바로 다음 주에 나오는
You can really feel the December vibe with this outfit.
yeah,
And
festive vibe.
December 20,
또 있어요.
next
Okay.
week,
Next maintenance.
So next
next
week,
maintenance.
두 종으로
And
준비를 해봤습니다.
아,
for
네네네.
female classes,
아, 또
there's
이제 많은
another
분들이 의상 기다리시는
version
분들
available as
많으신데,
well,
네,
which will
Okay.
be available January
라는
10th.
생각이 듭니다. 그리고 또 연애를 하면 우리 전 세계
Okay.
Two versions.
Two versions. Ah, nice.
선물 소개도 해주셔야죠.
So for everyone that's been
아까 저
waiting excited for their Christmas new look,
A Shai é mais mágico que o arqueiro.
Yeah.
또 이제 유가운별 모기.
but of course, it's if it's a ball,
요걸로는 좀
there has to be rewards.
Of course.
그걸로 시작했으니까
course.
조금 더 주시면 또 감사한 마음이 있죠.
It's time.
I see all the. It's time.
내일부터 시작되는 이제 수석고 통해서 2024년을 맞이해서
Códigozinho.
24개
네.
그리고
So let's special login rewards.
Also begin.
Yeah.
From tomorrow.
그래서
From
2024년
As you can
tomorrow.
see on the
2K de
screen,
Chrome,
you can
20 negocinho de FaceTech.
Chrome Store
Agradeço.
and 20
Meus FaceTechs
Dim Order
agradecem.
Dark Hunger.
Eu vou poder clicar item com isso.
So,
Vai ser conteúdo, vai ser mais um item passado.
okay.
네네네.
So that's pretty big.
2,000개
There's still.
마이크스 좀 150개
But wait.
But wait.
There's more.
FaceTechzinho de 150, 2K
Also
de
the
Chrome.
coupon. So you can get
Trajezinho de
2,000
graça.
stones, 150
Padrão,
price
padrão.
box,
Oh,
Okay.
vai ter cliquezinho, rapaziada.
and one 2023. Choose your 2023.
Hoje não, porque hoje eu já tô
Okay.
querendo dormir. Nossa, já tá.
Oh, nice. The options are pretty awesome.
O sol tá nascendo.
Oh, I think people are. I think they're choosing. They're choosing.
같이 보시죠.
Mano, tem alguém gritando na plateia.
Yeah.
Tem alguém gritando na plateia.
Hammer?
Actually, chat, I think
Chat,
there's
what's
an
missing?
emoji.
There's
an
an
emoji.
emoji.
Yeah.
We have an emoji on our channel,
Oh,
chat.
let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Let's take a look.
내 망치는 뭐든 해결하지.
Yo.
Eles fizeram o martelo do J em IRL. Agora vem o macaco. Mano, isso aqui teve mais hype que a classe nova. Aí a porra, eles fizeram o martelo do J na vida real.
망치가 등장을 했는데 아니 선물 주라고 했더니
Yo, this is a jam.
실물 망치를 제2의 망치를 이렇게까지 화려하게 줄 것까지는 없잖아요.
네, 그 망치도 드릴 건데
Okay.
It's not the hammers we were expecting.
Yeah. Not quite the hammers we were expecting. They got to kind of rework these hammers. They look a bit different.
35년.
Oh, we're looking at the.
Enjoy.
얼마나 지났을까?
Classe do martelo? Meu Deus. Classe do martelo? E a classe do martelo? Era real! What? Demônio, é uma classe é uma classe feminina!
그게 이 세상의 법칙이야.
A classe do martelo é feminina.
보자.
Eu vou chorar.
이 근처가 맞네.
Meu Deus, olha esse iframe. Já tá roubado, instantaneamente roubado. Olha esse engage. Oh, eu sou main desde que lançou, viu?
드디어 찾았다. 파리브리의 문. 이제 집으로 돌아가는 거야.
Não tô entendendo nada. Mas esse é o cubo do Sage. Ela vai entrar no cubo do Sage? Ai, não, não enforca a waifu, não enforca a waifuzinha. Olha ela gemendo, que safada.
해가 서쪽에서 뜨는 세계로는 돌아갈 수 없다. 그래, 난 말보다 주먹이 앞선 성격이지.
연속됐어. 설마
O martelo ficou grandão.
중력핵을 융합시켰구나. 그럼 아무리 나라고 해도 살려줄 수 없지. 이제
Será que já vai ser a Awakening dela, o martelo grandão? Vai ser tipo um arqueiro? Ou vai ser uma instância da Suki? Nossa, olha esse iframe. Guardian que deu certo.
이건 왕의 물로 이뤄진 결계인가?
Guardian que deu certo, mano.
보통의 금이라면 녹아내렸겠지만 해냈어.
Mano, essa mulher só sabe falar gemendo, filho. Que classe safada.
사람은 꿈이 후회로 바뀔 때 비로소 늙는 법이라고. 하지만 난 아직 젊고 예쁘잖아.
Aí. Esse foi o anão de vocês. Pra todo mundo achando que ia ser um anão com martelo. Esse foi o anão de vocês aí.
Hey,
And we're back.
and we're back.
Não, ele com certeza vai fazer um anão.
Hammers.
신규 클래스 스칼라를 소개해드립니다.
So this is Scholar.
Black Desert's 27th class.
스칼라는 엘리언역 210년.
Scholar is the 27th class.
Scholar.
Black
Como
Desert.
que é Scholar em português? Tem um... Não é universitária, né? O nome da classe é universitária.
Was born
É tipo...
around the 11th
estudiosa?
year of 210,
Estudiosa?
which makes her older than Igor Bartali and Alustin.
Loli vende mais que anão, eu avisei. Eu estava certo. Eu falei que se eles fossem fazer o anão, ia ser o anão do arcade, o anão Loli.
Around the year 235. She was a renowned physicist and alchemist.
É médica e alquimista.
But she was unable to find a cure for the
Right.
Black Death at the time.
Okay.
시한부 선고를 받은
To find a
삶에서
new hope.
회의적이고 관념적인 창작의 혼을 불태웠던 이제 그와는 달리 스칼라는 검은 사막 대륙에서 벗어나
I won't get ahead of
다른
this chat.
세계로 그 넘어가서
Ela com tamanho no
So
mínimo.
like, she basically like to escape this fate. She
Ela com tamanho no
decided
mínimo.
to cross over to another world outside of the Black Desert.
Right.
그 힘으로 스스로의 시간을 가듬으로써
Then, after a perilous adventure, she gains the ability to control
Ela vem antes, bem antes. Essa é a próxima classe. Ó,
스토리를 통해서
and
ela,
confining herself
depois
to
dela vai
herself.
vir o Blader não binário e depois que vai vir o Gunner.
하고 다루던 망치를 더 잘
Ou seja, Gunner só em 2029.
천재의 물리학자였던 만큼 망치의 무게를 가볍게
The
해서
power enhances her
제대로
handling of
훨씬 더
hammers.
멀리 던질 수 있게
She once
되거나
used for
아니면
alchemy.
반대로 순간적으로 망치를 무겁게 해서 강력한 파괴력을
Não, o Blader não binário vai vir com a Terra do Amanhecer parte 2. Essa é a classe de Ulukita.
Their mass to
떨어져도 낙하 피해
weight
받지 않고요.
due to understanding of gravity.
Yeah.
No console lança em 2040.
And her vast knowledge also means that she
또
doesn't
높이
take
도약해서
fall
망치로 찍어 누를
damage.
때 점프에
The higher the hammer goes, the higher the damage is
이런
inflicted.
Ela não toma dano de queda. Caralho, vou poder fazer muita play com ela. Nossa senhora. Vocês vão ver Lorde Panela caindo do céu.
실제 이제
Vocês vão ver Lorde Panela caindo do céu com uma lolizinha marteluda.
Actions are very, like I guess, weighty and strong. So let's
Right.
take a look at her combat video.
Okay, be right back, chat.
Que lag. Ok. Bom engage. Tá full lagado. 1 FPS. Nossa, ó. Isso ali foi edição ou foi o lag? Essa skill de voar vai ser top pra caralho. Shift espaço da guarda. Pra trazer da guarda. Só que com dashzão. Não. Não. Oh, esse... Cara, eu quero ver o grab, eu quero ver o grab. Uma classe assim tem que ter grab, mano. Shift direito da guarda. Shift esquerdo da guarda. Essa deve ser a 100%. Agora lança 200 pra nós. Ela caindo. Nossa, que lag. Mano, esses engage vai ser foda pra caralho. Isso deve ser a 200. Nossa senhora, essa 200. Nossa senhora, essa 200, fi. Já somei, já somei, já somei.
Yo.
A movimentação é iframe?
Than I expected.
Tudo que some é iframe,
See
mano.
that
Regra básica do
200% at the
BDO.
end?
Tudo que some é iframe.
Okay.
Isso é uma regra básica do desenvolvimento. Algumas skills que não somem pode ser iframe, mas tudo que some é iframe.
Concept revolves around alchemy.
전투 컨셉이 약간 연금술 쪽에 가깝습니다.
She tags
Imagina ela caindo do dragão com uma...
transmuting
Pau, pau, pau.
any metal into gold.
Nossa.
Basically, like the dream of alchemists,
땅 속에
right?
있는
Like,
원소를
that was like their
강력해진
goal.
중력의 힘으로 이끌어내서
And
금으로
Scholar uses two
치환해서 이제
hammers
적을 공격하는데
and
이
a
금으로
sledgehammer.
황금을 연성하는 걸 제가 조금 찾아봤는데 현대 기술로도
Eu já somei ela.
Which is, Jay's talking about like how
Relação com a Guardian acabou. Meu novo amor é a universitária.
Right.
Nome provisório.
사실 황금을 만든다는 그런 재밌는 상상을 게임적으로 좀 풀어봤습니다.
took this
Relação séria com a Guardian acabou. Meu novo amor é a universitária.
보셨을 거예요. 그 부분에서 이제 반응이 있으셨는데 스칼라는 두 개의 망치와 양손 망치를
scholar
함께
uses two
사용을 합니다.
hammers and a sledgehammer.
네, 스칼라는 각성 개념이
And
없고
instead of
지금 개방을
awakening,
통해서
these
각성
weapon
기술에
skills
해당하는
are
여러
used by
기술을 함께
ascension.
사용을 합니다.
Ah, ela vai ser igual o arqueiro.
두 개의 망치,
Ela não vai ter awakening.
It's a sledgehammer after fusing her two hammers
외형적인 이제
together.
부분을 보면은
Ela vai ser igual o arqueiro, ela já vai nascer de awakening.
면모를 지닌
Remember,
학자를
like,
표현하기
Archer
위해서
How his skill sets
르네상스
were.
시대의 학자들이 이제 초상화를
The idea
초상에서
is
입고
that the
있던
two
그런
gravity
영상들을
cores and the
모티브로 좀
hammers
외형을
are fused into
디자인해봤고요.
one.
이제 학문을
And her
탐구해서
outfit is
신의
inspired
영역으로
Vai ser quando? Ainda não falaram datas.
이제
Mas eu não me surpreenderia se ela fosse pra qualquer momento entre hoje e o fim do mundo.
장식으로 사용이 됐습니다.
Adventurers who might not know what
여기까지 이제
ascension
신규
is
클래스
kind of a
스칼라였습니다.
different route, yes.
감사합니다.
Similar to Archer.
망치가
People
뭐
understand how
나눠
Archer
That,
works will have a more of an idea how
You can meet
Scholar
Scholar
will work.
tomorrow in the global lab.
Amanhã no
Tomorrow,
Labs!
December
아, 그러면 이
17th.
Amanhã já vai estar no Labs!
볼 수 있는 건가요?
And then they're about to announce, I think.
바로 하실 수
Oh,
있고요.
tomorrow in the global lab?
바로요?
그리고 12월 20일
Next weekend,
will-
December 20th,
Okay, so you can be a Scholar
Worldwide.
main.
worldwide.
Semana que vem!
Worldwide,
E aí,
December 20th.
Cadê
I've been
eu?
a Scholar main since
Martela, martela! Eu já somei martelo!
since
Cadê o vídeo do Labs? Mano, eu tenho que trabalhar! Eu tenho que trabalhar! As minhas férias começam dia 24, mano. Eu tenho que trabalhar. Como é que você quer que eu logue no Labs?
대신 이제 콘솔은 아까 말씀드렸다시피 그 업데이트 먼저 하고
And for console, it will be updated at a later
later
date.
그거
Yeah.
Console 2040.
Your understanding.
Console dia, quem sabe.
요구에서 시작이 됐잖아요.
Oh, we started with the hammers as gifts.
Yeah.
We ended up with a class with hammers.
Yeah.
Where are the
Jay's hammer.
hammers.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Jay's hammer remote, let's go.
저희가 이제
It's time.
칼페온전에 사전 이벤트로 망치를 하나 드렸는데
It's time,
Chat,
chat.
we need to hear you.
We did give one right before the ball.
Yeah.
두 개
With
더
the-
드리겠습니다.
Oh, true.
And since she has 2 hammers, it's time for 2 Jay's hammers.
Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go.
Time.
Big brain,
It's
2
time.
hammers.
Two hammers.
Okay.
Two hammers.
2 Jay's hammers, cronies.
감사합니다.
Let's go.
박수 한 번만 주시면 되겠습니까? 네.
Big.
So
그리고
here we have all the rewards and
Yeah.
the
Bow,
hammers.
bow, bow.
Uh-huh.
망치가 두 개잖아요.
네.
Oh, since there's 2 hammers.
다른 것도
Yes.
I think we need to
그래서
double,
Double
all
the rewards. Ah, that makes sense.
So you get 4,000
Let's
crowns
go.
Okay.
Two
Because
times
there's
advice
2
of
hammers,
works,
we need to make the
150.
rest 2. True. That makes
2
sense.
times 4 J special
It wouldn't have
boxes
made sense otherwise, but now it does.
제가 망치가 안
and 2 outfit boxes.
그것 때문에 사실은 안 짚고 넘어간 게 하나가 있는데
Those X2s look so like pleasing. I don't know why.
특별해 보일
So there's 2 hammers, and the other ones look low.
Melhor
so we
banquete.
give the other ones friends as well.
Martelo, martelo, martelo,
And the
martelão.
outfit box,
yes.
you can choose between the Tabak outfit,
Yeah.
the Yoram summer outfit, and our Halloween Wonderland outfit.
Yeah, and there was like a
The
summer
Reaper.
one that I forgot the name of. I think it was a bit further up. The
Mano,
lovely
essa
blue.
classe tem tudo a ver comigo.
I remember it for the
Primeiro, eu sempre sonhei em ser uma universitária. Segundo, eu adoro martelos.
마지막으로 이제
Terceiro, essa classe com certeza vai ser roubada e eles vão nerfar a Dracânia
a
na semana
weapon
seguinte.
exchange coupon box, and
Okay.
because you might have 2 offense, you're gonna get a sub-weapon exchange coupon on top.
Let's go.
Nice.
추가로 다 드리겠습니다.
I mean, we have a tag
Oh,
event going on right
And
now,
a
but still.
season.
Cadê o anão? Eu avisei que o anão ia ser uma loli. Eu avisei que o anão ia ser uma loli. Eu estava certo. Eu posso falar com todas as palavras que eu estava certo. O anão ia ser uma loli. O Blader ia ser não binário.
Time.
I see.
I think new class, new season.
I see, I see.
And now we
Okay.
see all the rewards, and we have the code for you.
Okay. Who'd have guessed?
2023 with Calpheon.
True.
I would have never guessed the code.
No,
Yeah.
never would have guessed it. I'm glad I was told that.
아 어쨌든 뭐 정말 2000
Cupomzinho de reroll.
단언했던 한 해였다.
But we love the rewards.
Chat, what are you going to do with it? What are you going for? What are we tapping?
Já vou avisar antes que todos criem a classe por meta ou por modinha. Eu sou main universitária desde o
Chat's
lançamento.
gonna get 2 Pen Blackstars.
Oh, really?
Fui eu quem trouxe a universitária pro jogo.
Okay.
Foi graças aos meus esforços que ela se tornou uma classe.
I believe for us to say goodbye. Is this right, Knox?
고민을 했어요. 저희가 어떻게 변해야 되는지, 어떤 방향으로 변해야 되는지에서 고민을 해서 그래서 오늘
basically talking about,
2024년 패치 노트가
We
저희가
discussed a bunch of changes.
말씀을 드리는
So basically, like they spent a lot of time talking about what 2024 should be, right?
Right.
And it's what that like, kind of changes what adventures want, what
Discursinho final.
they have for the vision of the game,
Uh-huh.
that kind of accumulating to the 2024 patch notes.
Yeah.
다른 고민을 또 해보고 해서
We hope
Like
this
talking about
resonates
how like
with all our
our adventures
adventurers.
feedbacks that we'll take them in mind, do our
Yeah.
best to implement what we can.
저희가 오늘 준비한 거 말고도 많이 있습니다.
Don't worry, chat, the coupon code will work soon.
Yeah, don't worry, it'll work eventually.
저희가 기존 연에는
In past balls, we to showcase what we've developed,
계속 만드는 것만 집중을
and
하고 또 만들고 또 만들고 연에서 또 보여드려야 되니까 또
Yeah.
만들고 이러다 보니까
yeah, so we ended up focusing on
한번 끊어야겠다.
only developing.
무언가 여러분들도 당연히 저희에게 새로운 목표만 만들고 좀 기존 것 좀 신경 써라 이런 말씀 많이 해주셔서 그래서 이번 연의
And
목표는
like
So we ended up preparing for events like these over several months.
바로 좀 빠르게
Seemed to have was in a situation.
몇 개월 뒤에 적용되는 건
So this time,
시간이
we shared with you our direction and goal.
Obrigado, Jota.
하나씩 다 준비를 해서 보여드릴게요.
Among things we shared, some will be applied immediately,
변화의 시작을
while others may take time.
2023년의 마지막에 칼페온 연회에서
And despite the time it may take and the potential for failure,
빨리 돌아가서 하나라도 더 하루라도 더 빨리
And Jahi really enjoy this time, and he'll
okay, yeah.
정말
like,
그 연애
wants to go back and like develop even more because
Okay.
basically encouraged him.
Yeah.
만나기 전에 저는 한 2시간 전에 여러분들하고 미리 앉아서
Finaliza logo que eu quero ir dormir.
I was just mentioning like before the stream, he had a chance to sit down with a lot of adventurers at the venue itself and talk
Right.
about,
Ô, esse aí tá emagrecendo, vocês não acham?
Okay.
talk together.
Nos banquetes pra cá. Olha como ele tá esbelto, esse gordinho aí.
중요한 이야기가 또
É o apresentador deles.
오늘 이제
Oh, there's
Acho que o Jota andou cortando o pagamento dele.
Ah.
이제 다음 연애에 대해서 안내해 드리면서
Oh, the next ball?
내년에 이제 하이델 연애
The next ball?
장소는
Vai ser no Brasil.
Heidel?
Wait,
In
Heidel
Heidel?
Ball in Heidel.
Heidel Ball and Heidel? But
정확하게 뭔지 아시죠?
where is Heidel?
이따가 좀 영상으로 좀 보여드릴 건데 그거 보시면 될 것 같고 마지막 이제 인사드리면은 제가 이제 2023년에 이제 많은 고민과 이제 생각을 많이 했고 오늘
I
보여드릴
wonder.
변화 말고도
I wonder,
2024년에
chat.
많은 변화 보여드릴 수 있게 좀 노력하겠습니다. 한 해 동안 정말 감사했습니다. 내년에도 잘 부탁드립니다.
Jahi, thank you to
Yeah.
all our adventures worldwide.
Ariga, thank you, Jota-san.
See you next
Obrigado
time.
pela minha nova main class.
Improvements in 2024. Adventurers, thank you so much for this year, and
수고
we will see you
많으셨습니다. 전
next
세계
year.
모험가 여러분들도 정말 감사합니다. 수고 많으셨습니다. 이상으로 칼페온 연회를 마치겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Thank you, adventurers.
Thank you guys all so much, everyone at
Also,
home.
but before you go, we do have a video.
Yes, we do have a video
Don't go yet.
that will show you that was just regarding that last announcement. Enjoy.
É isso? Eles construíram Heidel na vida real? Eles construíram Heidel na vida real. Fodendo. Mano, por que eu tô rindo disso? Eles construíram Heidel na vida real. Eles construíram Heidel na vida real, velho. Na França.
엘리언역 235년
Okay,
으로부터 얼마나 지났을까?
never mind.
Estão repetindo o trailer da classe? Já estão repetindo o trailer da minha nova main classe. Vamos lá, Lolizinha, não. Eu só me preocupei que ela aparentemente não tem grab.
이 세상의 법칙이야.
Só que o fato dela ter CC ranged, provavelmente deve ser CC isso aí, né? Se não for, meu Deus, que tipo de martelo que não dá CC? Essa skill aí é muito pica, mano. Isso é skill do main engage em Node War, velho.
드디어 찾았다. 카리브리의 문. 이제 집으로 돌아가는 거야.
Agora é a safadeza dela gemendo. Eu não vou assistir ela gemendo tudo de novo, rapaziada. Porque eu já tô com muito sono e vontade de dormir. E esse trailer agora vai ser uma pura enrolação. Curti muito a classe nova. Cara, o que eu menos curti nesse banquete aí foi a Node War nova que eles estão querendo fazer. Eu odiei a Node War nova que eles estão querendo fazer. Mas eu espero que eles consigam fazer uma coisa decente. Adorei a classe nova. Tô hypado também pelo GVG ranqueado. Acho que vai ser da hora. Boa noite pra vocês aí. Obrigado quem assistiu.